Yo guys, welcome to Platinum 3 Zerg. Oh my god. We're looking to max out now a little bit faster, guys. And if you just watched that,
Solid RA.
Yo, Chocolate, thank you, man. Much love. If you guys just watched the rapid fire video that I just posted before this, now you're gonna know that we're gonna, now if we ever have a moment where our larva is a little bit, or our queen injects are a little bit missing, we now have the ability to rapid fire our injects, and we also have the ability to rapid fire our creep if we ever have a lot of creep in one area. So rapid fire macro is now a new thing we can start using. We're still not microing, we're still not doing anything like that. We're not doing lots of micro situations, but we are still going to do, we're going to start add in more techniques to use with our macro, which we will eventually also use in our micro. But that's not all we're going to do. It's not like, oh, we're just going to rapid fire injects. That's it. And creep tumors. That's not it, guys. We're doing one more thing. We're doing one more thing as well. And what that thing is I'm going to start teaching you guys how to do what I like to call pre-fight micro. It's not during fight micro. It's pre-fight micro. Pre-fight micro. It's how to set up an army. How do you set it up?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Sneaky Urkel, thank you very much for the 10. Oh my god. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a fucking boss, dude. You a boss. Appreciate you very much, dude. But yeah, we're doing pre-fight micro. So long story short, I'll explain it a lot as we get to it. But what that means is it means that whenever we're about to take a fight, I'm going to split my army up into a larger concave. I'm going to make my army a longer line and then attack with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to spread my units out so they don't clutter as hard. So it's pre-fight. It's not during fight micro, it's pre-fight micro. And this will help so much at making your units not suck ass when they fight in stupid spots. Because they won't be fighting in stupid spots anymore because you're going to split them apart. Yo, can we get a Vibu gift in the chat for Sneaky Oracle? I'm going to do one myself. Thank you so much, dude, for the 10. You're a boss. Okay, let's make sure we have 2 per patch.
Yeah.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We're 2 on every patch. We're good. Awesome. Okay, and this is a Protoss. This Protoss is going for a chrono boosted core and a gateway.
Oh,
That is definitely a sign of aggression. He does have a Nexus though, which means we don't need to build a spine crawler. We're fine. Let's go deeper into his base and let's see what's going on. Also, people on Twitch, I made the rapid fire video earlier in my stream today, so I'll be posting it to YouTube tomorrow. So as of tomorrow, it'll be posted on YouTube, but it's not there yet today. For Twitch people, for YouTube people, it's already up there. Okay, our Overlord's going to die to a Stalker.
Yeah.
It's all good. What is that building? It's a council. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and make a couple more Overlords, because, again, we're going to get supply block now when this guy dies. We don't want that to happen early. So we make more Overlords to prevent it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
We can make our Roach one.
yeah.
Make our Evo Chamber. Start getting creep timber. Let's take our gases as well in just a second. There we go. Drones are really good, looking good again there on the base. We're still making more drones. Also, we're going to start doing a cool trick with our Overlords too from now on. So whenever we build an Overlord, our first Overlord can go to our opponent's base and figure out what's going on there. But our Overlords that get made after the first one, let's start using them in a way where we can go, okay, we make this Overlord, go down here. Next Overlord, go to the next gap. Next Overlord, go to the next gap. And you can make them be like, okay, next Overlord, go to that gap. You can make them in the egg go there. So now what we're going to start doing is we're going to start filling in the gaps of open air space where our Overlords are not going to die to ground units, but they can spot air units. Because our creep covers the ground, our Overlords cover the air. So we're going to just give ourselves more of a vision net around the entire map now. So now I can send another Overlord like right there. I can send another Overlord like right up here. And now suddenly I have so much information, or so much
Hi
vision.
Vibu, this is a message from the future. Don't worry. Frost Giant made a great game. Life is good.
Okay.
Oh, and all doubters eventually believed in macro.
Yeah. Sounds good, hell yeah. Sounds like a good future. Thank you, dude. Okay. So we're making drones again. We're making another queen. This is our 4th queen. We can make an overseer as well. And the reason why we can do that is because we can use this overseer to just drop changelings and go scout our opponent like early now. We can do it even earlier. Let's just keep spreading our creep. Have this queen go inject my 3rd base now. Have our next queens keep injecting our other bases, and then eventually we can put like a Q2 right there. Let's grab a drone and make it like a hydrogen, a 2nd evo, and a gas. Keep making drones though. As you can see, this base has a lot of drones on it already. Okay, we can spawn some creep in my main base to connect it. And now here's a cool trick about how we can start doing eject. So now, remember how I was doing like group 6 before? Now you can also do this, right? You can camera hotkey, click, inject. So camera hotkey, click, inject. Camera hotkey, click your queen, inject. Camera hotkey, select your queen, inject. You can also do it like that. That's how I actually do it at a higher level, and that's how I'm going to start doing it from now on. I just want you guys to know that if you get really comfortable with the shift inject thing with group 6, if you like that a lot, you can keep doing that. That's honestly fine. But I just wanted to get, it is easier, and it does have a little bit of less a tiny bit less efficiency than if you inject the way I just did, where it's click, inject, click, inject, click, inject, because this never has any mistakes. It never has a fuck up where your queens kind of roam on accident. If you guys might have already realized that does happen sometimes, and it's because sometimes if you tell your queens to inject, one queen might not have enough energy at the hatchery it's touching, whereas another one might have enough. So it disorganizes the queen sometimes. So anyways, camera key, click the queen, inject. Camera key, click the queen, inject. Camera key, click the queen, inject. It goes really fast still, and you can do it super fast if you get really good at it. Okay, now let's make a bunch of hydras up to about 90 supply. Our money is getting pretty high, so we need to definitely fix that shit. Okay, we can drop another changeling, scout the bases all the way to our opponent's base, figure out what the hell is going on. Spread some creep while we're at it. Okay, make hydras. Now we're at 117, 119, 120. Okay, we're good. Inject, inject, inject. See, it goes pretty fast if you get good at it. It's just, and again, this is why we say we center the camera at the hatcheries, because the queens are always going to be in the same spot. It's always around the middle of the screen, so it's easy peasy to grab them. And here's a crazy thing too: if you green box the queen and a bunch of drones, it'll still prioritize the queen over the drones. So it's not going to be like your drones are going to take priority over the queen if you tell it to. Like if I grab the queen and drones, I still can inject the hatchery because the queen it's got ability, so it takes priority. So it doesn't matter if you green box drones and queen, you can do it fast. And then now we can drone all the way to like 85. And now again, remember our max goal? Our max goal now is faster than it was before once again, and now we're looking to max up by about 9 minutes. So now we're going to start going even faster than before. So we're going to keep cruising with our army, and what did we just see? We saw mortals, we saw ground units. So I know our opponent's going for a ground army, and if I know my opponent's going for a ground army, what am I going to do? I'm going to try and balance some roaches and some hydras in my army. I'm not just going to go pure hydras. So like 1/3 roaches, 2/3 hydras. Easy peasy. Inject.
Find
inject,
someone
inject.
who loves you like Vibe loves SC2. And his hats.
Honestly, I don't wear hats every day. I just wear it because I really don't like my hair right now. I dyed my hair for the stream, as you can see. And it's mostly growing out, but I hate the way my hair looks. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. So I've just been wearing hats because I hate my hair. Okay, now we're finishing off with roaches and hydras. Inject, inject, inject. Grab some drones that are over. Put them on a new base. And okay, now we should be good. Last overload should be spawning in just a second, and we are good to go. There we go. Okay, now let's take our army and let's go like this. Attack towards him. Get to an angle where we're attacking towards him, right? Spread our creep in the meantime while we're waiting. Okay, we have a lot of active creep, so I think I could take this queen and use it to inject now as well. So look at it. We can hold shift, V, hold T right there, and we can just have it inject that base like crazy. Now my army's here. Let's get a couple of changelings and send them out. Let's find out where our opponent's army is, right? We're scouting where our opponent's army is located. Meanwhile, let's inject, 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 inject. Grab a couple drones off, send them somewhere else. And we can grab my army. There he is right there. So now let's pre-fight micro. Send my army down here. Green box like half of it. Send some of my army up here. Okay. And now what we can do is we can go like this. A move this area. A move this area. A move this area. And why did I do it like that? Because I know where my opponent's army is located. So I just have my army now going in 2 different locations towards that area. I'm still going to macro just like we did before. But I just did a little bit of a pre-spread. So my army's not going to go in one clump into death this time. Okay, so I can make some roaches. I can also make some hydras. And now here's a cool thing I want you guys to do as well, okay? This is a cool thing I want you to do as well. Not only do I want you guys to make a lurkerden just like before, but I want you to do this from now on. Just start doing this as a default. Once you max out and you do your first attack, while you're attacking, make spore, spine, spine. Spore, spine, spine. Do spore, spine, spine at every base you own. And then you can hold down the drone button on like your new base to go back to 85. So hold down drones, and now we're back to 86. Make a couple more drones, or make a couple of gases, and there we go. Boom, 85. We fixed our economy super fast. And now we have coverage at every base. Coverage at every base. Let's take another overseer, another couple overseers, and let's get ready with our next army. Again, we're maxed out again, right? Let's spread our creep while we're waiting. So now what we're trying to do is we're trying to start to understand how to discover and have game sense as to where the fuck my opponent is literally standing with his army. We're starting to want to pay attention to that. So grab my army. Also, now that we're starting to use overseers a little more aggressively, let's start getting overlord speed at this stage of the game too. Let's have a changeling drop. Let's have another changeling drop. Send out a couple changelings. One goes on the left side, one goes on the right side. And let's take my army and let's walk to like the edge of my creep. We could even kill these rocks right now because they're kind of in the way. Meanwhile, let's spread our creep. Spread our creep. Spread our creep. Spread our creep. Spread that creep. And spread the creep. Inject our bases. We can get our upgrades.
Get coins at rally.io.
Yo, Ethereum, thank you very much for getting 1,000 Vibu coins. Oh my fucking god. What a beast. Jesus. Okay, we don't see his army, but we do see an exposed base here. So now here's what we can do. Check this out. I can right-click my army right to here. Green box some of it and tell it to stop right there. Now, I can tell my army to now A move here, shift, A move here, next base, and the next base. And now look at the concave I just set up here. Super easy. I just pre-spread my units before the fight started, and now I have the sickest fucking concave before the fight starts. And I'm still going for bases first that are exposed. It's just now I'm starting to try to pay attention to where his army is. I'm starting to try to like understand how to scout someone's army and like look and see where things are located. Meanwhile, while fights are happening, let's make a round of roaches. Let's make a round of hydras. Let's spread a round of creep. Spread a round of creep. 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 Can make a couple overseers. Oh, I have a lot of energy, so we're going to hit V, hold shift, T over the hatchery. There you go. Spam injected it really fast. Okay, and we're maxed out again with another round of hydras. So let's spread another round of creep again. Creep, 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 creep. Okay, it looks like he's on the bottom side of the map. So, if we're going to fight my opponent's army, we're going to do it defensively. And if we're going to fight my opponent's base, we're going to do it aggressively, right? So look at where his army is. It's pushing the bottom side of the map. So let's go like this. Take some of my army. Or, hold on. Fix his base first, right? I saw the red. Send him up there. It's fine. So there's his army. Let's go like this. Green box up here. Or so right click up there. Green box some of my units and send them down. And now let's attack like right there. And what's going to happen is my units are going to, we're going to flank him on both sides. See how that just went? With literally 2 clicks? Click once to spread him out, and click another time to attack, engage it. Now he's fully backed up, so let's do the same thing we did earlier. Spread out over here, have some army stop over here, and now I can attack this base again. And there's nothing there, so now let's do it on this same side over here. Let's go ahead and do this. Get my army, right click across, and then A move into it, shift A move, shift A move. We just gave ourselves a nice concave in that fight. GG. Am I microing still? No. But am I setting up fights before they start? Yes. I'm just trying. Like, you don't want this. This is not, we don't want that anymore. We don't want to have this shit happening anymore. So, think about this, okay? Imagine. What if this base, what if my opponent's army was standing right there? And what if he had this base, he had this base, he had this base and this base? Okay? Think about it for a second. What if he's standing right here? There's two ways we can attack this. I can attack from here, and I can attack like there first, and then there, and then there, which will make my units come up this ramp and go there on the back side, and these units will come around this side here and this side here, and they'll go in here first, and they'll go in, and they'll go in. Or, if I want to attack this space now, I can have some of my army stand here like this, and then I can grab another chunk of my army and have it go over here. And what I can do then, if I'm going to attack this side, is attack here, then here, then here. And now if I do that, it goes like this. A move, A move, A move. And now my army comes from both sides of the base. And look at all the clutter of units that stand there doing nothing anymore. 0 units on this side. And not many on this side. There's still a couple. It's still going to happen here and there. But so many more units are now actually fighting. Rather than 50% of my army being like, can't get in. It's too cluttered. We can't fit. It increases the chances you're going to do damage. Pre-fight micro. It's learning how to split your units. And again, it's as easy as this. It's as easy as this. It's not complicated. I know some people out there might be like, Vibe, I don't got that kind of APM, dude. Look how easy it is. Watch. Ready? Select your whole army, right? Everything. And you go like this. Right click. Green box half of it. Right click.
Mineral field depleted.
You've done it. You have now done it. Once we get more advanced, you can do shit like that's super advanced where you can split your army out. Like, let's say I want to make this army go in a straight line. I could go like this. I could go, for instance, I could go like this. Right click, green box, right click, green box, right click. And now I just made a nice fucking spread of units. What you want to do is you want to continuously send everything to one location and then dice it up and send it to a new location. Dice it up, send it to a new location. So if I tell everything to go to a clump on the left side, and I say, okay, I want to have like 2 clumps of units in a nice line. I can tell my units to go here in this area, and then green box half my units and tell them to go here in this area. So again, if I right click here, green box half my units and tell them to come back here, now suddenly I have a decent spread. And now if I attack my opponent, these units will concave out way nicer, because the more spread you have, the more units will run themselves into part of the concave, rather than doing this kind of shit where they're just like, I can't fit because there's too much shit in my way. Like, imagine if these units were all balled up, right? These units are all balled up trying to fight, and now these units are in the back just being like this. Like, what do we do? We can't fit. We can't fit into the fight. Blah, 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 etc., 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 etc. This is all we're doing. This is now what we're doing in Platinum League, is we're starting to actually touch our army a little bit with pre-fight micro, also with rapid firing our macro now. If it comes, if again, like, look at this. Watch how fast I can inject 4 bases, right? Every base is a full energy queen. I'm like this. V, hold shift, hold T, let go. V, hold shift, hold T, let go. V, shift, T, let go. V, shift, T, let go. It took me about like 1 second per hatchery, and now look at all my queens. They're cranking injects on all my hatcheries until they have... Oh, this one somehow fucked up. And now I fixed it. But all the queens are injecting injects on the hatcheries until they have no energy. So rapid firing injects. And again, if you don't know how to do that, if you're like, wait, what the fuck did you just do, Vibe? If you're on Twitch, go back and watch the rapid fire video. That is going to be on my YouTube channel, posted tomorrow for people on Twitch. For people on YouTube, it's already there. Go back and look at it. It's the rapid fire video for the intro to Platinum rapid fire video. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So now check this out too, right? The thing we always love to go look at. We always love to look at this. Let's look at fights, and let's look at supply now. And now we're maxing out even faster. 9 minutes now is our max out instead of 9:45. Elon Musk, thank you for the 20. Hell yeah. If you're a goose or you like macro, honk, hell yeah. Honk, 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 honk. And Vitamin C, thank you for the 5. Vibe LOL, thank you very much for the 169, telling myself that Frost Giant Studios is a good time. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So look at the supply, boys. Look at the supply. Look at the worker count. Worker count's looking pretty fat for the Zerg. Supply is looking pretty decent as well. We're holding a nice juicy lead here. Look at our money. We could definitely be doing it even better as well. Definitely getting a lot of money, right? We're not spending it as well as we could be. And maxing out right around 9 minutes. Our opponent has only 120 supply. In platinum. This is platinum. Efficient macro is king. So now here's what the fights look like. First fight. This is what it looks like. This is a pre-spread, right? We send some of the units up, send some of the units down. This is what a pre-spread looks like. Look at the pre-spread. Look at this. Protoss sees us. He runs away. He starts storming a clump of my spread. He storms the other clump of my spread. But did you notice something that's happening there? Look what's happening here. My opponent is he's APM, he's doing a lot of micro here. He's trying to storm me. He's trying to pull back. He's trying to relocate his army. I just fucking pre-spread and A-moved. And what just happened was all of his fucking zealots, aggroed the top. All of the zealots aggroed the top. And what that meant was that all of his immortals and Templar were exposed on the bottom. So, and also it means that his storms are now have to be spread out further on my army because my army's not so stacked anymore. It's a little bit more spread out than it was normally because we don't have everything coming from one ramp. This makes my opponent feel more overwhelmed. And now I'm starting to kill Templar on the bottom because they don't have zealots in front of them because currently all the zealots were busy on the top. So I'm just killing Templar when they have full energy for storms. This is beautiful. It's amazing. And in just that one fight. Yo, Real OXio, Relaxio. Thank you for the 500 bits. In just that one fight, guys, he lost every Templar except for 2. And he lost, like, all of his immortals except for 1. All of his sentries except for 1. All of his important units are dead. Except for 2 Templar, 1 immortal, 1 sentry. And we didn't micro at all. It was pre-fight micro. It was pre-spread. That's all it was. I didn't actually micro during the fight. This adds so much more pressure to how our opponent has to defend himself. So again, what we're doing now is we're running around with changelings. And we're trying to discover where our opponents are located, if we can. Base and also army location. And then obviously we're always hitting the newest expansion that exists. We're always attacking that as a priority every time. And then we're, you know, and then we'll go for his, like, go for the rest of his bases after. We just want to make sure that our units are always in a nice concave. Like, look at this pre-spread. Some units over here, some units over here. Nice, super nice concave, really fast. His base dies really quickly. And now because of this, by the time he shows up, the chances of us killing this Nexus are a lot higher. So now our opponent's getting put in a situation where he's just at a deficit, right? He's at a deficit now. And look at how many storms are getting expended because our army was not clumped up. He's throwing storms out like crazy all over me, but it's still only hitting like, every time he throws a storm out, it's hitting like 6% of my army. 6% of my army, not like 40% of my army at once. And look at all these Templars just getting mowed down. Colossus is going to die. Every Templar died. And now the Protoss also doesn't have a good enough economy to keep recovering either. Because we just killed his base, so he's going to have a hard time not dying right now. And look at our next fight, right? We do the same thing again. I spread my army out. Because I see where he is, and I go, okay, let's send my army in like 2 areas to go up this ramp and up this ramp. And we fight him, and what happens? If he didn't turn around, guys, I'd be fully surrounding him. But he does turn around. So all we do then is now that he, you know, he backed up, it's okay. We went to check if this base is here. It's not here. And now now we know where his other bases are because we've recently scouted, and we know there's no base there. We know there's no base there. Our creep is also almost there as well. And we go, okay, cool. Let's do a pre-fight micro here. His army is still here. If his army wasn't here, I could have just... There's 2 things I could have done here, okay? 1, I could have ran some of this army down, back this way. If these rocks didn't exist, this would not have been a bad idea. Leave some units here, have some units go there, a move towards this base. If he was up on the high ground, I could have some of my units here, some of my units there, a move towards this base. But since he was here and he was shooting me as I came down, I just ran my army forward a little bit so that some of my units went to the right, and now I give myself a huge concave, and then I a-move the area. So I have a massive concave. Pre-fight micro, not during fight micro, but pre-fight micro. Pre-fight. We're going to do it repeatedly on everybody. Also, I hope the league promotion works. People are saying it's broken because the ladder is locked right now. But I see that I have to get to 2893 to be promoted, so we'll see, right? We shall see. We'll see. Okay, we got a Terran player, guys. Terran Platinum player. Nice. Move my Overlord to his base. Make a drone. Stack close mineral patches. I should have also split a drone, but I forgot to do it. It's okay. Just stack close mineral patches. Stack patches.
We require more minerals.
Stack the patches. All my close patches are already at 2 per patch. One of my far patches at 2, and all the rest of the far patches are at 1, so I'm looking for 3 more drones for the rest of the far patches. Okay, stack another patch. Have this overload go down to my natural. Okay, let's send a drone down to our natural to build our hatchery. Send a drone to that patch, send a drone to this patch. There you go. We've stacked all but 1 patch now. We have 15 out of 16, and every patch has 2 except for 1. And the one that has 1 is on the top. So now the next drone that spawns, we're going to have it go to that patch right there, which only has 1. Because you watch it. Every time the drone leaves, there's nothing there. So we can tell there's only 1 at it very easily with our eyeballs. There's no drone that sits there. So this next drone we build is going to go up there and mine with it. This next drone that spawns, we can make a spawning pool with it.
We require more
Here we go.
minerals.
And this next drone that spawns, who gives a fuck? Let it just do whatever it wants. Let it start just overstacking patches. Who cares? We'll fix our mineral line again in just a second. There's going to be a little bit of bonus mining going on now for a tiny bit. And yeah. We're at 20. Let's go ahead and take another our gas now. We can build our overlord. Our overlord's almost in his base. And now let's grab 3 drones. Let's rally our hatcheries down to the natural. Keep making drones, and let's grab 3 drones now and put them on the gas. So 1, 2, and 3. And now let's check my patches. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. Grab the 3, put it on the 1, and we're good to go. Make queens, and we're good. Okay, so now we can scout. This guy has a natural. This guy has a barracks. He's got a supply depot. This looks very unthreatening. He's got a reactor in barracks now. Awesome. Like we're looking fine. He's got a Reaper in my base. Okay. So Platinum League, now we have a Reaper in our base. It's all good. Just move the Reaper with all my drones. Fuck it, dude. We're not going to worry too much about it at this point in the game yet. We'll worry more about the proper Reaper Micro and Diamond. In Platinum League, honestly, even though this guy kills my drones, I honestly think it's probably going to hurt him more than it helps him. Let's right-click back to my mineral line because he's running out of my base. Let's go ahead and make a layer. Let's go ahead and make a 3rd queen while we double inject our hatcheries. And the whole time we were fighting that Reaper, was I trying to pull my drones back and forth, micro my drones? No, I A-moved it. And I just paid attention to when my drones left my base, and I went, okay, drones, come back and go back to the mineral line. Meanwhile, every time I had a larva, drone, 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 drone. I made drones during that. This guy probably feels like he did great. He killed like 2 drones. If you kill 2 drones as Terran, that feels amazing. Normally. But if he falls behind because he's not macroing while he's over microing the Reaper, well, it's not so good anymore. Okay, so we're going to make our Roach Warren now and our Evo Chamber because we made all the larvae off of the first inject. Keep making drones. We can take our gases now that we're fully saturated. Keep making overlords because we don't want a supply block. Now take our overlords and we can do the same thing we talked about where we can have them go down to like open airspace areas like so. So now we can spot drops and shit faster. We have more vision of the minimap to like be more aware of our surroundings essentially. Let's go and take another hatchery. Meanwhile, let's put these drones on our gases because we're oversaturated. We have more drones again coming to this base like already. Let's get roach weapons and speed.
Require more minerals.
Keep making creep. Keep injecting our hatcheries. We can't yet. It's okay. Let's make some roaches.
More minerals. We require more
Ethereum, thank you for getting another
Get
1,000
coins
Vibe
at
coins.
rally.io.
Oh my god, bro.
require more
1,000 Vibe coins part 2. Jesus. Ethereum, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then now we're going to start saturating our third base. No lings is greedy. There should be 4 lings, no? Guys, this is Platinum League. I'm telling you right now. If you don't believe me, watch this game. Do I need to make lings to deal with a Reaper? A guy who goes Reaper into Hellion? In Platinum League? The answer, honestly, is no. And the reason why is because the more you focus on micro-based units, the more you will not fucking macro. So check this out, right? He ran away. So here's a cool trick you can do. Tell 3 roaches to go back to my main. Tell 3 roaches to stay at my third base. You know what we just did? We just spread my army out so that I can defend 2 bases at the same time. I don't know where he is. Okay, he's all-inning me. So now let's group my army up. We're getting all in. So now let's start making roaches. A-move the Hellbats. Start making roaches. Inject my bases. Inject my bases. Inject my bases. Make roaches. We are 100% getting all in right now. Am I microing? No, I'm not microing. Am I going to run my drones away, though? Yeah, sure, why not? Tell your drones to go like this. Hey, drones, go like this. Right click. Hold shift. Right click. Hold shift. Right click. Go to the other base. Make roaches. We're getting all in right now. It's all good. No need to panic, guys. It's all G. Make some overlords. We can start getting creep again still. We can start a hatchery back here, the base that just died. And we can also start another hatchery over here because, again, now we want to probably recover because our hatchery literally died. And now he ran away. Okay, that's okay. You know what? He ran away, guys. And I have a good amount of roaches. I'm going to go back to making drones now. Why am I going to go back to making drones? Because I don't give a fuck if he attacks me again. I will then start making roaches again. But if he's going to run away, if he comes right back, these roaches will get the job done. So I'm going to go back to spreading creep. Spread creep. Inject our bases again. Inject our bases again. Make drones. And now that we're making drones again, now let's throw down our Hydroden. Let's throw down another Evo chamber. And let's throw down an infestation pit so we can get ready to go to level 3 hive. So, because again, we have level 2 weapons on the way. We want to go to level 3, right? Vibe makes it look so easy. You want to know why I make it look so easy? I don't overcomplicate it. I didn't make any fucking lings this game to try and play the minigame of Reaper versus Zergling, which is a lot of a multitask. This is the biggest problem. Once again, I cannot somehow get through to Platinum players. You guys think that pro-level StarCraft is how all StarCraft should be played, and it's not. If you can't multitask, you shouldn't multitask. You should try to start slowly becoming someone who can multitask. Don't do more than you can handle. So look at my drone count, 70. Now let's make Hydras to 120 supply, because again, that'll keep us safe, right? So now I'm at 120 supply. Look how fast that was, super quick. Now, let's go to a hive so I can get my upgrades. Let's send a few drones to my gas in my main base, because it's missing drones. And let's go back into making drones again until we're at 85. We're almost there. Okay, so this queen right here can spawn some more creep. 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 Drone count is almost done. Let's go ahead and take another base again because this base is going to be really close to being fully saturated by the time we're done with drones. Make inject. Make an eject. Make drones. We're at 87 drones. Soon to be 86 when that gets built. We're good to go. Now go back to making Hydras. And let's get a couple of overseers to go with my army so that I can scout where this guy is. Tell my queen to go spawn some creep up on the top of the map. Keep making Hydras. Saturate our gas properly on this base. Let's go ahead and get a Hydra speed upgrade. Get our changelings out. Let's go send our changelings to the left and the right side of the map. And let's see what this guy is up to. What are you up to, dude? Get a lurker den. Send some drones off of this base. Go to the new base we just made. And yeah, we're good to go. Make a bunch of hydras. Make some injects. Inject, inject. Inject, inject. There is no queen here. We need a queen for that base. So let's grab our creep starting queen and send her there once I find her. I don't remember where she is, but she's somewhere along the creep, right? Because we're making creep with her. There she is. You can now go inject that base. Okay. So my changeling on the left literally looks like it died. And my changeling on the right is still going strong. What are you doing? What do you see? I haven't seen anything yet. It's okay. Inject, inject. Inject, inject. Inject, inject. Transfer some drones over to the new base. Okay, what do we see? We see Marauder. Okay, and we see Widow Mines right there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's Widow Mines right there, the divots in the ground. We see lots of Marauders. And tanks. Sick. So I know my opponent's going ground, so we're going to start going for like a 2/3, 1/3 hybrid of ground and air. Or, sorry, of hydras and roaches.
Yeah.
So check this out. Watch this. Take my army and go like
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Finally moving
A
up
move
from
here.
silver.
A move here.
Thanks for the series, Vibo.
Yo, thank you, Izzy. Much love. Let's A move here with half my army. All right, let's get Overlord speed again because we need it. A move half my army right here. Green box to chunk of my army. And A move, or send it down to like right here. Our opponent's currently attacking us. It's okay. Don't fucking freak out. Take my army. A move here. A move there. A move there. A move there. A move there. And now with our base, we can go like this. Re-rally here. Make hydras. Re-rally this. And this to right there. Take a drone. Make a new base. Why did I do that? Because he's currently killing bases and he's currently also ulting the fuck out of me. Now I can use lurkers out of my hydras that spawn on the left side if this turns into a full-on base trade. So I can do this as well. Let's make a hydra den. Let's make a evo chamber. Let's make a new layer. Let's make some lurker. Let's make a spawning pool because he's currently killing all these things on my main base. Let's inject our bases. Let's make a new queen over here. Drone count's looking pretty goddamn bad as well. So let's go ahead and start making drones again. Burn my lurkers right in front of my base. Burn my lurkers right in front of my base. Make drones. Put the drones back on that. And re-rally that to there. And just fix my drones. 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 Take my natural again. He's leaving my base entirely. He's going to go home and defend his base, right? He doesn't want to die. Spread some creep in the meantime while we're making drones. Make another queen here. This is now my new main third and my main natural and third. Make drones. Grab this command. Grab this hatchery. Grab and select it in the group. Grab another hatchery over here. Let's take an infestation pit. Let's go back to a hive again. Get level 2 carapace. Drone count currently 49. Getting better, but not great still. Spread some creep. Take a drone over here and go through the vision of these bushes so I can spread some creep. Spread some creep. Okay, now you can go back and mine minerals there at that hatchery. Make drones. Spread some of that good old creep. Good old fashioned creep, guys. Creep, 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 creep. Grab that hatchery as well. Okay, now get ready to go into another lurker den. And let's go into a hive. Drone count now back up to 60. We're looking like we're doing pretty good again. Take a couple gases. Inject our hatchery. Inject our hatchery. Inject our hatchery. Take a couple gases. Make drones. Bases are looking pretty fucking good again. Make some creep. 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 Drone count currently now 70. I'm just about done. We're almost there again. Let's take another base. It's somewhere close to where we're at. What's my army doing? Okay, A move. Shift, A move, A move, A move, A move, A move, A move. I just A moved every base on the map that I don't know exists. I have no idea where his bases are, But he's not fucking dead, so he might be rebuilding. Okay, let's go ahead and spread some creep. Make drones. I'm at 81 drones again, guys. Spread some creep. Spread some creep. Spread some creep. Go back to my bases and inject. And inject. And inject. Transfer all my rally points to this new base we just made. Fix all oversaturated drones. This is over by 5. This is over by a lot. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Grab 3 more. Now it's perfect. This base is also perfect. That base is also perfect. Send all these drones over here. That base is good. Take another base. Drone count currently now 87. I'm good to go. Let's make hydras. Let's also start 3 upgrades. Okay, this thing's gonna die. I guess I could drop creep on it with an overlord, but whatever. Let's just make another evo and make a new evo over here because the other one's gonna die. Let's start level 3 weapons right behind level 2 carapace. And let's start level 3 carapace when we're done with that. Now this guy doesn't have any bases, guys. I just checked every base on the map and there's no bases. That might be it right there, that command center. So now let's make a spire. Because this guy might be the kind of guy that's like, you're gonna have to find me to kill me. It's all good. We can keep making hydras for now. Spread our creep wherever we can. Creep. 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 Spread our here already? Cool. Okay, the command center burned down. So he's still not dead. Let's do another pass. Aim move every base in the map that I don't know exists with a unit or not. Inject our bases. Inject our bases. Inject our bases. Make a round of hydras. Grab our hatcheries that are over here. Send some drones at these gases. And look, we're maxed out again. And now I have an actual real follow-up to this game. This guy has this. He's got 1 fucking supply. He's got 1 supply, guys. Because he was all in with that and chose to focus on the recovery. 0. None. Literally 0 effort into doing that. So now check this out. This is where, once again, let's watch this platinum player at work with his Reaper, okay? Let's watch it for a second. So a lot of people, again, are like, oh my god, Vibe. No lings? That is risky. That is greedy. And I would say, again, if someone I'm playing against knows how to play an actual proper game of StarCraft, then 100% yes, what you said is accurate. Yeah, that's true. It is greedy when both players know how to play properly. But chances are, if you're in Platinum League, the reason why you're there is because you don't know how to play the game properly. Good chance that that's the case. So making lings every game against Terran players who half the time won't even make a Reaper, and then when they do make a Reaper, most of the time won't even macro while they use it. If I lose 2 drones to that Reaper, I don't give a shit. It actually is fine. And here's the thing as well. If I tell you to make lings and you try to micro lings against the Reaper, you won't make drones either during that process. Most of the time. Because you're already feeling taxed as it is to go, Jesus Christ, 9-minute max? This is hard. This is difficult, Vibe. Slow down. So let's watch. Watch. Let's see that Reaper. Let's see it. So my Overlord gets into his base. And I see a nice natural. I see a nice reactor. All this nice stuff going on for Terran. And what's the Terran doing right now? He's making everything. Look at the command center there for a second. Watch the command center. Watch this command center, okay? We're not going to look at the Reaper this time. We're going to look at the command center. Watch this. Watch. 217. No SCV.
SCV ready. We're screwed.
He does not start making another SCV until between 254 and 255. From 217 until about 255, he made no SCV. And just to give you guys an amount of time that represents, that is 38 seconds. And just to give you an amount of time what 38 seconds represents in terms of building workers, That's 3 and a little bit of excess. 36 is 3 workers. So this dude, by attacking me with Reapers, who killed 2 drones, has missed the amount of time to build SCVs, which is a little bit more than 3 SCVs. So although he kills 2 drones, he doesn't make 3 SCVs. Which is why his money is so high right now. It's not good to over micro when you don't macro. And this guy probably felt like a fucking boss, right? He's like, okay, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I just got on your base. And, you know, I killed some drones. Look at this. Oh my god, look at me go. Attack, 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 move, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, 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 attack, 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 move, 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 attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move. Oh my god, focus fire the drones, focus fire drone, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, go back in, attack, move. Okay, queen's out. Okay, now let's macro. You know what he just did? He fucking tunnel visioned for 30 seconds. Over 30 seconds. He fucking tunnel visioned. That is not good to do that, because even if you kill shit, you end up behind.
Add-on complete.
Lings and Reapers, realistically, that shit should happen like Diamond League, when we can handle multitasking a bit better.
SCV ready.
Maybe high plat, but probably we're going to do it in Diamond League.
SCV ready.
I don't know. We'll see what the average player base feels like at high plat, because I can't really.
Command center.
I know I'm basing this off of what I coach, and also the last time I did a series like this, which was in 2019 for the 2019 B2GM series. And I know that generally speaking, platinum players don't fucking multitask. They don't. So when I get attacked by a Reaper, I am literally thinking to myself, this dude's just wasting a bunch of fucking time right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I don't care one bit.
Vibe you got me to masters with the last B2GM. Time for the real deal this time.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much, Anam, for the 17-month resub, dude. Good luck on your GM journey. Hell yeah. Okay, now look at my opponent, right? Now he comes over here with a bunch of Hellions. He's doing a higher level build. Respect, right? Like, he's doing Hellion, Reaper into Hellions. This is all about how well you can micro and find openings to kill Zerg. How well can you use these units? But it's also not just about that. It's about how well you can multitask these units and not miss macro beats. And look at our opponent, right? Does he kill more drones here? No, he just respects the roaches and runs away. Okay, and then now we have roaches over now, because he's running away and we don't know where he's going. We have roaches in the natural and in the third, because I was like, what if he runs from over here and I don't react fast enough, and I'm like, oh fuck, Hellions. Well, if I split my roaches up, I have a good way to deal with roaches on both sides. Now let's look at this for a second. Units lost. I've lost 3 units already. My opponent has lost 2. Really, I've only lost 2. The third is a creep tumor. The third is a creep tumor because it's literally 0 value. I've lost 2 drones and a creep tumor, so it's not actually 3 units have died. Only 2 have died. Don't be confused. The only thing he's lost is he canceled a barracks, which is why he's lost 1/4 of what 150 is worth. So that's a barracks. And yeah. So game is fine. Not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal one way or the other. Yet look at this. I'm fucking crushing economy right now, right? I am crushing economy, and we're also crushing supply. And why is that happening? I'm not doing a mass roach build. I'm not doing a build that's like super supply inflated. I'm doing a pretty fucking standard build of just making a bunch of drones. I have as many drones as he has in total supply, aside from 1. So like, our build is just flowing at a more efficient pace than our opponent, and it shouldn't be this way. And the reason it is this way is because, once again, look what my opponent is doing. He is not making SCVs, and he's about to attack me. Does he make SCVs during the attack? The answer is no. Now, how long ago did he not make an SCV? Let's see the last SCV that was built. Okay, he builds an SCV there. There's a lot of downtime on these command centers. Okay, so command centers finish SCVs at 457. 457 SCVs are done. 457, remember that. Does he make another one? So far, no. It's been 20 seconds. Now it's been 30 seconds. Now it's been 40 seconds. Now it has been 50 seconds. Now it has been a full minute. Now a minute 10 seconds. Now a minute 20. A minute 20. He waited a minute and 20 seconds to build SCVs again. A fucking minute. Guys, that's 80 fucking seconds on 2 command centers, which means you double it because they could both be building SCVs, which means if we're talking about a single just SCV coming out one after another, that is representative of 160 seconds of SCV time. One at a time. And how many times does 12 go into 160? I don't know exactly. I think it's something like 15, 14. You guys do the math on that. I don't fucking know. I think it's like 14. I'm going to go with 14. It's like 14 fucking SCVs he could have had. He could have had 14 SCVs. He didn't build shit, though, because he doesn't fucking multitask. This is Platinum, and this is exactly what I expect from Platinum. This is what I coach in Platinum all the time. People don't fucking multitask, and they're like, Vibe, why am I losing? Please explain. Fucking multitask. Or don't do builds that require multitask. So, like, again, we'll go back and now watch it, right? Let's see what was the result, right? Let's look at the result. This is what the result was. Hellions going like this. Poking a hatchery. They run away. They regroup with some Marines and some more Hellions, and he makes Hellbats. He goes for a big fat attack. A huge timing attack. He goes forward. He's microing his Marines behind the Hellions. The Hellbats, rather. Again, I'm not microing at all here, guys. I just want to let you know a secret. Roaches fucking destroy this kind of a build. If I microed here, I would have obliterated this attack. Roaches beat the shit out of Marines, Reapers, and Hellbats. Especially if there's no medevac, and especially if there's no stim pack. I would fucking obliterate this fucking army with roaches if I actually microed. I just want to throw it out there and give you a disclaimer. Okay? So, this is already, conceptually, in terms of a composition, not ideal for Terran. And he roasts the roaches because they don't kite at all. They don't micro. I run my drones away for a second, and I just take them in a world tour here for a sec to go to this base now. To run away from that army, essentially. I could have run directly to my natural if his Hellbats were on this side, but he was on the right side, so it meant I run the opposite way. Otherwise, I would run through his Hellbats and all my drones would die. And he kills my third base. Oh no, he killed my third base, and he gets out of there. He's like, alright, I did the damage. I did the deed, and now I'm done. And look at the resources lost. Oh my god, Zerg's getting fucking owned, right? Oh my god, 1,500 loss. Oh, Jesus, our third's dead. Yet, I'm still ahead by 20 workers, 19 exactly. And I'm still ahead by 30 supply. And we just double expand. And we're recovered in seconds. And why? And why are we not even recovered? We're still ahead. But we recover from the damage we took pretty fast. And why can we do that? Because this dude did more damage to himself than he did to me. He literally did more damage to himself than he did to me. Which is why, even though before he just turned the deficit of the resources lost into a bigger advantage for him, before the fight, he was closer in supply to me. After the fight, he's further away. He was like, I think only 20 supply down before the fight started, and now he's 30 supply down after the fight's over. How can I advance further faster than he is, even though he did more damage to me than I did to him? I didn't even kill his army. He killed my shit and ran away. It's because he built nothing in the process. He literally didn't macro. So he actually kicked himself in the nuts. It'd be like someone trying to kick you in the nuts and you go, hold on, let me do it. And you jump on a fucking fence with your nuts first and you just go, and you fall over and you're just like, oh, shit. Ow! And everyone's like, why did he do that? And they're like, he doesn't know how to macro. Look at the supply deficit now. It's getting bigger. And this game as well, we didn't max out at 9 minutes, and it was really because, you know, obviously we got attacked and it deviated the game a little bit. Sal, thank you very much for the 60 viewer raid. What's up, guys? Welcome. I'm doing another B2GM video right now. This is Platinum 3 Zerg. Welcome, guys. But yeah, we didn't max right at 9 minutes like our goal was. We maxed out a little bit later, and it's really just because you know, we took damage, right? I mean, it's you can't say, oh, I can take damage and max out at the exact same threshold of what is efficiently what we want. Like if we take damage, it means one of the players is playing aggressive, which is going to alter the game and slow things down in terms of how you can build your base up. Like it slows down your macro if someone plays aggressive. It's just how it goes because you take damage. But regardless, even when we max out, we still have a juicy ass supply lead of 60. And then it turns into the base trade, which again, do we care about? No, it's not a big deal. Because we just, everything that just died in our base, we just rebuilt it somewhere else. And then, remember how I said lurkers are amazing in base trades? Well, they're fucking amazing. So he's currently losing his base, so we're losing our base. He decides to turn around, and we've already been recovering. Like, he has no idea how many bases I'm still on, right? Because he knows he killed this base earlier, and he just killed all my bases. So according to the Terran player, he's like, dude, this Zerg's fucking dead. This Zerg is so dead. Like, this Zerg has that. He probably thinks I'm all in right now, and this is all I got, right? That's what he's thinking. Because he's thinking that I don't macro. But I recovered my build super fast, and I'm actually doubling his supply right now. Because not only do I have this army in his base that he's going to come back and try to kill, but I also have this, and this, and this. And that. We have a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And now this.
143 Vivo. Less than 3
Yo.
heart. Stonks.
JHN, thank you for the 16-month resub, dude. Much love. You can tell this Terran doesn't realize how much we have, right? He has no idea. He kills my base over here. Terran's probably feeling pretty good. He then runs right into lurkers and loses his tanks. And he's like, oh my god. Fucking lurkers. And then he actually kills like an Evo chamber here, and it kills the tank with broodlings, which was beautiful. Which we microed none of. And then we kill his last marauders, and now he's down to 2 supply, which is 2 SCVs. And then his command center dies. And he builds a new one over here. This is all he's got, right? This is all he's got. And now we're on an A move cycle back through the bases again, and he's dead. So hopefully that game made sense. That game was a perfect example as to why I don't want you guys to do all the micro mini games of early game any matchup like Reapers versus Zerglings. It just sets the pace for you to play slow. It's definitely something you'll do eventually. I'm not saying it's, again, this is where, again, players need to realize what I'm talking about. Guys, this is Platinum. This is Platinum League. Platinum. This is not fucking Masters. This is not Diamond. This is not GM. It's Platinum. And every time we deal with a Terran player in Platinum who's going to fucking Reaper attack me, I guarantee that they'll do more damage to themselves than they do to me. It's very likely. Super likely. Good luck, have fun, dude. Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun.
We require
Stack our close batches, boys. Our close batches are all now stacked. That's very good. Very nice. Do you feel bad about doing this to another Danny? Definitely not. I don't feel bad about making the series. The reason why I don't feel bad about making this series is because, like, I know that was kind of a troll question because his name was Danny and I'm Danny as well. But I don't ever really feel bad about this because I'm actually trying my best to not be a dickhead. Like, I'm not trying to pick on people and just be like, they're shit. They suck. Don't play like that. They're bad. Like, I'm actually trying to, like, help you guys get better. So I actually feel pretty good about doing this series. In terms of, like, what it makes me feel like when it's over. Because I think it helps a lot of people get better.
Require more minerals.
Gave you a bit of a real answer for a bit of a troll question. But it's all good. It's all G. Stack my last patch of minerals. Take our pool with our next drone. Fuck my nose.
We require more minerals.
Okay, let's take a gas. Let's have an overlord. Go down here. Another overlord. Go on the other one right there. Let's grab 3 drones that are excess on my mineral lines and send them to my gas. Rally
Super
my hatcheries to my
helpful
natural.
series vibe. Thanks.
Yo, wow, thank you for the bits, dude. Let's check my bases. 2, 3, fix that, send it to the 1 patch, and now every patch has 2. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2,
Michigan just lost to UCLA. Please tell me everything is going to be okay. Frown.
It's all gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. Tomorrow you'll wake up and you realize that today actually happened. And then you'll have to learn how to live with it. Thank you for the 5 X's to jump. Much love. Just play games again that require X to jump, and then everything will be good then. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our overlord outside of his base. We know we saw he's going 1 base expansion with a factory after a barracks. It's a pretty normal build. Yeah. Make another overlord go to a new area on the side of the map. Keep making drones. Keep making is a drone. Make another queen. We forgot to make a queen. That's important. Okay, when our eject pops off, what are we gonna do? We're gonna make a roach warren and an evo chamber. So right now, roach warren, evo chamber. Go ahead and build a couple of gases in a second here. Let's get our ejects going on. Make more drones. Build a couple gases. And build a 3rd base. That's awesome, dude. Take a 3rd base because we're fully saturated. Take another queen so we can have another queen to inject while this one becomes an ejector eventually.
Hope you're feeling better.
Chogler, thank you, man. Thank you, Chogler. I'm always great. Get roach speed, get +1 weapons. And let's start making a couple safety roaches. Send out a couple overlords to like open areas of the map again. We'll spot the sides of the map with it. Oh my god, Ethereum.
Get coins at rally.io.
Ethereum, you're going crazy on the Vibucoin right now. Holy good god. Thank you again for another 1005 Vibucoin purchase. Jesus.
We require more
Okay, let's go ahead and get a creep teamer going to my main base and have this queen become an ejector. Okay, roaches, go help the queen outside. Just aim move towards the front of my base. It's all good. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and also start making drones for the 3rd. And we're dealing with something we just dealt with last game. Seems like a lot of Terrans like to use their Hellions in Platinum League. That's fine. You know what we can do? Grab some roaches and go like this. A move towards the 3rd base with these roaches and leave these guys in front of the natural. You know what this does? I can be AFK and defend my drones. I don't have to look at my drones to defend my drones anymore. They will defend themselves by the roaches AI going, Hellions, don't come here. Hellions move to the next location. More roaches are like, Hellions, you can't come here either. Can't sit here. Can't sit here. Okay, let's make some drones and let's make a couple of gases. Let's make a evo chamber. Let's make a gas. Let's make our hydroden. And let's inject our hatcheries. And make some drones. Look, boom! 67 drones, guys. Fuck yeah, we just nailed it. Let's take another base. Spawn some creep. Spawn some creep. This guy keeps killing my creep a lot. It's annoying. But now, you know, we're good. Let's go ahead and spawn another creep tumor here. And let's start making hydras. Why? Because we're at 60. I need one more drone. Now we're at good drone count. Okay, let's send another drone back to the main base for this gas right here. Good. 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 66 drones. Make hydras.
We require more minerals.
Put more drone on that gas and we're good. Fix my upgrades.
We require
Get my hydra
more
upgrades.
minerals.
And let's get like an overseer again, so I can start sending changelings out on the map right now. To, you know, scout where he is.
Are under attack.
Okay. So look, he's attacking me full on right here. Okay. So this is a big attack. Take my army and A move the area. Let's also make another queen because my queen just died. And now we have a good amount of hydras. We now have the 120 supply mark. So let's go ahead and make drones for this base.
More Vespine
Let's just make drones. Get my army located. Let's split my army up again, like 50-50. Half you guys go to the left, half you guys go to the right. Because why? This guy is all harass, no attack. He keeps poking me and running away. And if you play people who poke you and run away, spread your army out.
Hey at Vibalol for toss, when will you deviate from opening one gate into Nexus? Struggling with getting killed by one base 4 gate toss.
I will do that in Diamond League in Protoss. At PvP, 2 gate openers is what I'll do. Guys, I don't actually use real builds, by the way, until we're in Diamond. Just so you know. I just use efficiency until we're Diamond. And even in Diamond, I'm not even going to be like hardcore all over the builds then. It's still going to be mostly efficiency, but by then, hopefully you understand efficiency and it's not just like confusing. That's the whole point, right? You're supposed to understand efficiency by the time you get to Diamond. And if you don't, you need to go back and study your efficiencies more. Because it means you have some improvement to make on yourself. It's really what it's all about, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach you guys how to fish, not just give you a fish for dinner tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, dude? Okay, let's go ahead and start a infestation pit so we can go to a hive. Let's keep injecting our bases. We're at 85 drones. Oh, no, we're not. Now we are. Go back to making hydras. And look at his army. Ground. Let's go for a Roach Hydra mixture. It's not air, it's ground. Roach Hydra mixture. So, we're going to start making roaches again so that we can actually add in some roaches to our composition. Fix our drones here in the main base that are oversaturated. Transfer some down here. Fix this. Go over there. Transfer, transfer, transfer. Where's my overseer? There you are. And now look at my supply, guys. We're about to max out. We're so close to maxing out. Let's make another creep tumor. Creep. Creep. Make hydras. And we actually just maxed out this game at 8 minutes and 52 seconds. And look, he's here. He's attacking me. So what are we going to do? Watch this. A move my whole army right there. Green box a chunk of it. Send it down to right here. Now watch this. We'll make a new queen because that queen's dead. A move behind where he is right there. Inject. 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 Transfer drones. And now make a hive. Drone count, still perfect. What about bases? On the top side, it doesn't look like he has any bases, so let's maybe get ready to do work on the bottom side. So let's go like this. Right-click some of my army right there. Green box a chunk of it. Send it over here. Like on this side, like right here. And then we'll A-move there first, then there second, then there third. Pre-split fights. So let's do it. Now, my army's pretty spread out. A-move here. Shift, A-move there. Shift, A-move there. Shift, A-move there. Go back into macroing. Spawn some creep. Inject some hatcheries. Inject some hatcheries. Inject some hatcheries. Get a lurker in so we can get, in case we need them for base trade again. That kind of situation. Make some roaches. Make some hydras. Spread some creep. Spread some creep. Spread some of that crepe, dude. Spread some of that crepe. Crepe a crepe. Inject. 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 Look at my drone counts. Fix that shit. Send some over there. Look at my upgrades. Upgrades are looking fabulous. We're about to be hive though, so we're about ready to start 3-3. That we can remember that. Don't forget. GG. Okay. Okay, now let's watch this, right? So at this point in the game, what we're going to do, right now we can start 3-3 like we just talked about. We're hive now. 3-3 is ready to go. We can start lurker upgrades in just a second. We can take the potential lurker base trade thing going on. Also, I did say I want you guys to start building spore. Oh, looks good. I want you guys to start building spore, spine at every base, like 2 spines and a spore. That way you can, you know, not take damage from like a random banshee or a drop of hellions or something like that. Whenever you're, or a liberator, whenever someone does some random attack to you, you have a higher chance for your AI to fix the problem for you. It's like having little assisters that like fix problems for you rather than you always having to fix everything by yourself. So we could easily add in some static D at this point now. We can also easily afford it. And if I make, let's say, like 15 drones and a static D of 2 spine spore, 2 spine spore, 2 spine spore, so 3 static D structures on like 5 bases, I just make 15 drones at once on my new base, fully saturate it, and suddenly economies are fixed. And then I can take another base. So that's the idea, right? What we're doing.
So I started chilling out with trying to micro and focus on macroing, and my god, did that help.
Yeah, I bet it did. Hell yeah. Torque, you fucking saw the light, dude. Hell yeah. I'm proud of you. Just know, Torque, and anyone else out there who's just like Torque, I'm fucking proud of you. I'm not just saying that. I truly mean that. And you want to know why? It is this is why I have to say this 5 million times. It is the hardest thing to convince people that macro is good, because everybody, when shit starts to hit the fan and they always start to panic, they always start to micro or try to micro, and they always lose if they can't multitask. It's literally a bad habit that people develop for themselves because they think it's the best thing, the best chance they're giving themselves. Like, if I just micro a little bit, I probably could win here. Fuck, I got to micro. And then you die. And you're like, oh, why did I die? And you're like, why does Vibe make it look so easy? And it's because I'm macroing efficient. And if you can't macro efficient, convincing you that that's what you should be doing is so hard. So, Torque, good shit. Good on you, man. Good stuff. Keep macroing. You still can you will still be able to micro eventually once you can really multitask at a faster pace. But macro is really the god of this game. It's like the most important thing you need to be able to do. Otherwise, you'll never improve. So good shit, man. Torque, much love. Thank you for the bits and good job on your realization. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this, boys. So what do we see, right? I'm doing my build as normal. I see a command center. I see a barracks. I see all the normal stuff. I see all the normal stuff, right? All looks super normal. I do my build as normal. After my very first inject pops off my hatcheries, and I spend all that larva on drones, which means I prioritized my macro first, then I make my roach horn, then I make my evo chamber, then I throw down gases around the time when I'm fully saturated on this base, also take my third at the same time, and then my build's going as normal. And then as soon as my roach horn's done, and I'm fully saturated on this base, which will happen about the same time, ideally, I make safety roaches. And when I say safety roaches, we're making anywhere between 6 and 8. Ideally, if you make 10, that's okay. Maybe a little bit much though, but it's still okay. If you make 5, that's okay. Maybe a little not enough, but still okay. It's not like it's going to cost you the game entirely because of that. It's just a little bit risky to make way too many or way too little, because if they attack you and you have way too little, you might just die. And if you have way too many and they don't attack you, you might just fall behind in the mid game. So 6 to 8 is like that sweet spot where if they attack you while you only have 6 to 8, you can make more roaches as they start fighting your 6 to 8 roaches, and you're probably not going to die. Like, if you macro well, you're probably going to come out ahead. We've done it many times in the series already. And when I say when they attack you, I mean when they really fucking all in you. I don't mean when they have 2 Hellions poking you and running away. If they harass you, you're more than welcome to stay on your safety roaches and call it a day. So notice he poked me and ran away. What did I do? Split my roaches up. A couple roaches go there, a couple roaches go there. Easy peasy. Now watch when he comes back. I don't know where he is. I'm not trying to figure out where he is either. It's not about knowing where he is. It's about preventing where he's going, because that's guaranteed. So when he comes here, look what happens. He goes to my third mineral line. If all my roaches were right here, you know what would happen? All my drones would be exposed here and they'd all probably die. I don't want that to happen. So I left a couple roaches here. Look at the roaches. Look what they do. They killed almost 2 Hellions, and I didn't micro them at all. They chased the Hellions for a second from the AI, and the AI went, oh, Hellions are running too fast. Let's go back to where we just were sitting a second ago, AFK. And now they're sitting there again. I didn't touch them once. I did tell them to go there in the first place to prevent that from happening in the first place, but I never touched them during that fight. They did it on their own. And then I'm macroing. Look at that drone count. Look at that juicy drone count, guys. It's looking money. His supply is also not bad for workers. Now look, he shows up and he attacks me. Now this is a bit more serious. This is not just Hellions anymore. It's Hellions and Cyclones. It's a bit more committed. That Cyclones are pretty fucking strong units. So now we A-move the area, because if I only leave 3 Roaches here, I'm probably going to die. So I A-move the rest of my units there. And then he runs away. And what happens when he runs away? Now I do the same thing again, because he's running away. I split my army 50-50. Half go there, half go there. Defend both my sides of my bases. So I leave some units on both sides. And then he shows up again, right? In a minute. And I'm still macroing. I'm not getting television. I'm not getting distracted. I am macroing like a beast as much as I can. He's killed a lot of my creep this game. It's been annoying. My creep has been stunted a lot this game because of the Terran fire of Hellion. And now watch this, right? Watch this. Pre-fight micro. No in-fight micro, just pre-fight micro. I have no idea what's here, guys. I don't know if there's Thors behind this. I don't know if there's tanks behind this. I don't know what the fuck this army has. Because we haven't scouted it yet. Full on. I just know he's attacking me and he's on my creep. And he's like committed to attacking me at the moment. So what am I going to do? I can A-move my whole army right there. Green box half my army and sit right there. I can then A-move behind where he is, because I know if my units attack him from here to here, what is he going to do? He's going to drive up to run away. I'm going to give myself more surface area by doing a pre-fight spread where I go from multiple entrances of a location to fight him. So here we go. I send some of my units up. I send some of my units down. I then A-move towards the area and watch what happens. This is what the fight looks like. I don't micro this at all. I just pre-fight micro. I don't actually during fight micro. I do no micro here. It's just split my army up, A-move the area. And look what this looks like. Fucking juicy, right? I did so much damage to him as he ran away. We almost killed every unit. 2 Cyclones barely live with like all their fucking wheels have exploded, and it's just like the actual rim of the tire is just like driving on the, I guess it's sand, but yeah, you get the point. You get the point. Like, these things are about to explode. Like, we just destroyed that army, and I took no micro. It was just pre-fight micro. And now
if
I'm
any
maxed.
of you don't believe Vibe, go watch his teammate Neuro. Dude plays similar to B2GM and he is GM.
This game is all macro. Like StarCraft 2, guys, if you wanted to really have a clear understanding of how to get the GM, if I were to tell you what the tasks you're going to be doing are, like a GM player, if you want to know how much time you're going to spend on certain tasks, it's like 90 or like 85 to 90% macro and like 10 to 15% micro. The only time that doesn't ever add up, and it's instead of like being like 90 to 10 or like 85 to 15, is when you do an all-in build that is very micro-focused, and then you know what it is then? It's 50-50. It's literally like 50-50 then. There's legit nothing in this game that is only micro and no macro. The only time that happens is when you're in a base trade and your whole fucking base is dead, and you're like, let's say you're a Terran player, and you're floating your command center with like your tanks or something, and you're like, I hope he doesn't kill my command center. I'm currently only microing my army. Then yeah, it's 100 to 0 micro. But those are very, very, very obscure, rare situations. It's almost always more macro than micro, or maybe breaking even if it's an all-in build. You have to macro in this fucking game to be good at this game. You have to.
Mineral field depleted.
Now look at that spread surface area, right? So much more of my army is engaging the fight here. So much less of my army is being stupid, running around in the back like idiots. So much more uptime with my DPS. And also because I spread some of my units out over there and some of my units over here, it reduced the AoE of his army. And AoE stands for area of effect. So if I have one big blob of units and he's doing splash damage attacks into it, my blob is going to take lots of damage and it's going to crumble apart. Whereas if I split my blob up into multiple blobs, if a lot of AoE is hitting one of my blobs, the other blob isn't getting touched by the AoE. So it makes AoE less effective. And AoE in this game destroys clumps of units really, really hard. So it just makes your clumps of units, which is your roaches and your hydras, more effective. And again, it's not micro. It's pre-fight. Pre-fight setup. It's not actual, like, in-game, in-fight micro where it's like, I'm like, stutter stepping forward and, like, kiting backwards and rotating around and doing all these other things during the fight. It's just splitting my units, going up, down, or left and right, whatever, getting a bigger surface area, and then just going for it. That's all it is. And now at this point, again, there's nothing this guy can do because he's just so far dead at this point. So he says GG. And yeah, don't worry, guys. We're going to use more compositions in Diamond League when we can actually handle more micro. Like, when we can actually handle micro. The reason why I'm not showing you compositions right now is because a lot of compositions in StarCraft 2 require some level of micro. And if you can't multitask, you shouldn't be doing them. You should be getting your macro better and better and better. Because the thing is, again, I feel like a broken record. I'm sorry. I know I say the same things over and over, but it's because I have to prove the same points for every day.
Oh, yeah.
Macro, guys, there will become a point when you get so comfortable and good at macro, if you focus on it as your priority, that you will do it so fast that you will actually have nothing to do at points in the game. You'll have actually nothing to do. And if you have nothing to do, that is when you're supposed to be microing. But if you can't actually macro fast enough to have nothing to do, you shouldn't be fucking or you should not be microing if you already can't even macro that fast. All that's gonna happen is you're just gonna neglect your macro more and more and more, and then you're gonna macro like the equivalent of like a silver player in platinum. It's very true. Yo, Plenty, thank you very much for the fucking gifted subs. Guys, can we get a Vibo gift in the chat for Plenty? Oh my god. Plenty, much love, dude. Thank you. Super generous of you, dude. Thank you very much, man.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's go ahead and expand. This is a Zerg player. Fix my hatchery, or fix my droning. There's one on that patch right there. We fixed it. Let's go ahead and take our pool. Overlord's going down to his natural right now. Now, if this guy attacks us with like a one base all-in of Zerglings, yes, we will make Zerglings because otherwise there's no chance we live. We have to make Zerglings in that situation. But if he's not doing that, then we don't need to. It's okay. Okay, he's all-inning us with spine crawlers. So now let's take my drones. Let's A-move the area. He's literally all-inning us with lings and drones and spines. That's fine. It's not a big deal, guys. I'm just A-moving the area with my drones. It's not a big deal. Now, go back to mining minerals. Now we are getting all-in. We saw the spines, which means he went pool first, and we also saw lings coming across the map with their overlord. So let's take our hatcheries, rally them, make lings. This game is going to end really fast. Now he's attacking our base. Once he attacks the drones, we attack him. Okay, attack him. Make lings. Okay, go back to mining minerals.
Vibe, you are awesome XD.
Thank you very much, Relaxio. Appreciate you, man. Now look at this, guys. Select our enemy, A-move the ramp, rally point to the ramp. And now we're just going to make lings throughout the fight, and now our queens are out. That's even better. Check their hatcheries and A-move. But we can just keep making lings off of an economy of 18 drones at this point, and it's going to be compared to an economy that's probably like 3 drones for our opponent. Or 0. Okay, no, he actually has more because he didn't actually bring the drones, really. He actually has 11 drones. But you get the point. This is like We just have more. Is the main point I'm trying to make here is we just have more economy. So if we make lings and he makes lings, I will just win overall. And once we're at a point where we know we're not getting spine crawler all in anymore or some shit like that, then we're fine. So the only time I ever want you actually making lings is when you get one base all in. If like they actually are all inning you and it's way too fucking fast to get roaches out, because again, I don't want you making roaches until your 2 bases saturated, realistically. So if they're all inning you within the first 90 seconds of the game, and you're like, okay, yep, that's really quick, then and like your pool literally isn't even done yet, and you see yourself getting attacked.
Get coins at rally.io.
Oh my god, Ethereum. Bro, you're fucking nuts on those Vibe coins. That's so many Vibe coins tonight. Jesus. Thank you for going ham on Vibe coin. Good God, man. Much love. But yeah, like if you make lings early, it should be for the purpose of the fact that you know you're getting all in by one base. And if someone builds spine crawlers in your base and you also watched lings run past your overlord, yeah, that's one base, guys. No one can make spines in your base that fast. If my pool is like 50%, think about it like this, okay? Think about it. This is indirect. I'm going to teach you guys a concept right here, Zerg players. This is what I like to call indirect scouting, okay? Yo, Koopa, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs as well. Vibo gift in the chat. Oh my god. Koopa, thank you very much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh yeah.
So check this out. If you think about it like this, okay? Look at this. Look at my spawning pool. I haven't actually seen the Zerg's base yet, right? I haven't seen the Zerg's base yet. I do see 2 drones right there. They're coming to my base.
Yeah.
And I do see 2 spine colors get started in my base. Now look at this. What does it take? This is how you can indirectly scout people and like logically break something down. Okay.
Oh,
He has spines.
yeah.
Not only did he build spines, he built them in my base. So there's 2 things that just happened. Number 1, he ran drones across the entire map to do that, which is a humongous investment of his economy.
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't even fully saturated, if like by the time he started sending those drones to my base, if I wasn't fully saturated by then, neither was he, and even furthermore, his economy is even worse because he also is making spines, so he's spending money on spine crawlers. Now, secondly, think about it like this. What do I have? I have a hatchery that's almost done. I have a pool that's like halfway done, and I have a gas that just started, really. Why does he have spines already? Clearly, he did not go hatch, pool, gas. He went pool first. Because how the fuck can he make spine crawlers if mine's halfway done? It means he went pool before hatchery. So if he went pool first, this proves our opponent is not only is because he has spines in my base, but this proves our opponent opened up for a spine, or sorry, he opened up with a pool first because you need a spine, you need a pool to build a spine, and it proves that he's going to attack us because he's also building in my base. So we know without a doubt we are getting all in right now. So it's totally okay to build lings. If someone is attacking you with something before your pool is even fucking done, yeah, you're getting all in. You can pull your drones to defend it. You can make lings to defend it. The game is going to end within about 2 minutes, one way or the other, most of the time. Whether he's going to kill you or you're going to defend it. So we already know he went pool first again because his spines are in my base and I can't even build a fucking spine yet. Because not even for a while either. I got another 20 seconds to wait until I can do that. So we clearly know what this is. Alright, and then now once he gets here, what do we do now? Now that I know I'm getting all in, here's a trick Zerg players need to start learning how to do. If you know you're getting all in and you know your pool is almost done and you know your larva is not sitting on 3, if you spin larva all the way to the point to when your pool is done, you will have either 2 or just barely have 3 on the hatchery right as your pool is finished. That's fucking great. You know what that means? That means you're going to make as many lings as possible and not sit on larva for like 50 seconds. The goal is you want to have 3 larvae right as the pool's done so you can make as many lings as possible because you know it's an all-in. So you can make 6 lings out of this base and then 2 lings out of this base because this will spawn with the larva already at it. So if we have 8 lings, 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 lings spawning right as our pool is done. That's a great defense. That's going to make this so much harder for him to deal with. How do we know how many drones to pull? Yo, Fate, thank you very much for the prime, man. If this was a lot of lings and a lot of drones... Okay, this is one where it's going to hopefully not be confusing. It's a judgment call every time, okay? And because this was just 2 spine crawlers, how do I know that? I have overlords literally watching it. I did not see lings with the 2 drones in my base. I saw lings down here coming, but they're not here yet. I saw just 2 spines go in my base. This guy's hoping I don't know how to pay attention. Well, what am I going to do then? I'm just going to grab a handful of drones. I'm not going to grab every drone. I'm going to grab a chunk of them, and it doesn't matter. Does it have to be exactly 14? No, it could have been 12. It could have been 10. It could have been 8. It could have been 9. It could have been 11. Definitely needs to be above like 8 or above though. And the reason why is because you want to get rid of these spines ideally before the lings arrive. You don't want to send like 1 drone over here and be like, go poke the spines. And then not only does he not need to cancel it, but he also, the spines finish and the lings now reinforce them. And now suddenly this is a really hard thing to defend. Super fucking difficult to deal with, right? So we want to make sure the spines get deleted before his lings get here. So if we send at least like 8, 10, something around there, we're going to definitely kill the spines before the lings arrive. We'll reset it. And what that does is it buys us time for our lings to start. And once our lings are out, if we're having to fight his lings and building spines with our drones and lings, we're going to easily win that fight because we have so much more supply than he will. Trust me, we have 2 bases. Like, see how our supplies are even right now? It's not going to be like that for very long. In about 30 seconds, we're going to have about 8 more supply than he does, which is huge if we both only have this little supply in total. And yeah, I would have pulled all my drones as well if these spines were accompanied by like 6 lings right off the bat. Then I would have pulled all my drones because there would have been lings defending the spines as well. And I don't want to lose drones like little by little. But because there was no lings here, I didn't pull all my drones. I pulled only some of them because it was easy defense. Like I just had to kill them. And now look at the supply now. Watch the supply suddenly just go for us versus what he has. And now supply suddenly is in our favor by 8 supply. All of a sudden out of nowhere. And notice how when he attacks me with his lings, I pull all my drones. And then why do I run back with my drones? I ran back with my drones because he was running away from my base and he was just dragging me away. And at this point now, also I have lings. And if I just mine minerals with these drones, I can outmine him here. I can outproduce him here as well because I also have 2 queens and 2 hatcheries versus a queenless 1 hatchery build. And how do I know? I don't know for sure if he has a queen or not. But how do I know he's only got 1 hatchery? Because he opened up pool first. And he's all-inning the fuck out of me with spine crawlers. You cannot expand and do that at the same time. It's too much income to do that. This like the pool first proved he has a low drone count. He also lost drones because he made spines with them in my base. He then also showed me he was making lings behind it before I had lings. And he's doing it all earlier than me, which means he can't have a hatchery first. So if he makes all that aggression right away, it means he's made less economy than I did. And if I'm barely spending all my economy to make units off of 2 bases, there's no way he can fucking do that. His advantage is he made it faster than me. My advantage is I'll outproduce him. And that's exactly what happens. I outproduce him and then he gets run over. Like as soon as his queens are out, it doesn't even matter anymore. Also, by the way, anyone who's curious, I did not micro that, by the way. I did not micro that. It seems like I did, but I did not. That was what you call leashing. What happened here is my lings were chasing his lings. My lings were chasing his lings. Watch this. It's a term called leashing. Let me explain it. So I rally pointed my lings to right here. Notice how my lings right here don't fight right away. They go to the rally point. These lings were right there as well. If your opponent runs really far away from where your units were currently on stop command, your units will chase him for a while and then they will leash back to where the stop point was. So right there, it just so happens that my lings are getting so far away from where the initial point was that they leash back to it. It's like a dog on a leash going from like an object that it's leashed to. It can't go any further and it goes back to where it started. And then now suddenly my lings leash back because he runs away again. He runs further away again, and now my lings run back to where they were leashed. I did not tell them to do that, but now they're going back to where they started. And they go back to where they started, but then right there when I grab them, I did say, lings, select all army A move this area. Because I had new units spawn, and they were also about to go to the leash spot. They were about to go to the rally, so if I selected all army and A moved, suddenly now they'll help in the fight. Instead of just trying to walk through to this rally point, right? And then I'm still making units, and now look at the supply. I'm 10 ahead. So there's no chance he had it. He had no chance here. But again, all-in games, yes, you need to make lings. You have to make lings in a super all-in game. There's no way around that. You could get around it in lower leagues and like bronze and stuff and not care, because players in those leagues will play super inefficient with how they all in. But now that we're in platinum, players are starting to learn how to be at least somewhat more efficient. It's still not in the realm of great efficiency, but it's still more efficient. And now we need to honestly, we've already been doing it in Gold League as well. We need to start making lings if we get massively all in, and it happens a lot in Zerg versus Zerg. I've noticed a lot of Zerg players a lot of mirror matches love to all in. I've noticed that a lot of Protosses in PvP love to cannon rush. A lot of Zerg players in ZVZ love to 12 pool, and a lot of Terran players in TVT love to do like Reaper all ins, or like they like to do like a tank all in. They like to always all in mirror matches. Players just hate mirror matches, I guess. But again, it's all good. It's fine. It's not a big deal, because we know how to deal with it, right? We know how to macro against it. That's the overall idea. That's the goal. That's what we're going for. That's what we're doing.
We require
Saturate
more
my
minerals.
close patches to the hatchery. Can someone please explain to me how lings ran back to the rally point? I just did. It was leashing. It's when a unit is aggro, okay, is a term where if you run near a unit, it will automatically hostile towards you and go, let's attack that, and it'll chase you. But if you run far enough away from it and it's not being controlled, the AI will say, okay, we've run far enough, go back to where we started, where he initially aggroed us. So aggro and leashing. If you play like an MMO, you know all about this. Or like an ARPG, or maybe not ARPGs, but like, for instance, if you play like World of Warcraft, you know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Something must have moved past my leg. Oh my god.
Invibe your coin from rally.io.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Are you serious? Okay, that's a real donut. That's not someone buying Vibecoin. That's someone donating me $1,000 worth of Vibecoin right there. Jesus Christ, dude. Ethereum. Oh my god, bro. Thank you. I think it's awesome that you wanted to buy a bunch of Vibecoin for yourself. That was cool, but you're giving me 1,000 Vibecoin now? Jesus. Dude. Thank you so much, man. My god. That is a hefty donor right there. Jesus. Whew. Holy shit, dude. That's a lot. Yeah, so if you guys are confused, he was buying Vibecoin for himself. Like it's like cryptocurrency. He was buying my coin, but he was keeping it for himself before, which is cool. It makes my coin, it helps my coin, right? Which I appreciate a lot. But right there, he just donated me $1,000 worth of my own coin. That's fucking crazy. Thank you so fucking much, Ethereum. Jesus, man. Oh god. Okay, this guy's going one base. He did expand now, but he did it really late. So I'll still build a spine. Because as I got here, he just started it. So let's play safer and let's not die. Like, why would he have an expansion that late? It's because he's not going expansion first. It's because he did other shit first. Like units, potentially. So we don't want to die. If we just make a spine, it's not that big of a deviation. And it keeps us definitely a lot safer for now. He gets to play in all the FFAs from now on. Yeah, no, Ethereum. If next time we're in a free-for-all, you let me know you want to play, and you're in, dude, immediately. 1,000 Vibecoin is way more than the entry fee into a free-for-all. It's only 5 Vibecoin, dude. Did a little bit too much. He did 200 times too much. Alright. Let's go ahead and build our Roach one, build our Evo, build our gases, and build our third base. Ethereum, thank you so much, man. Seriously. Super generous of you, dude. Appreciate you very much, my man. Okay. Inject. Make another queen for this base so that we can get this queen injecting the third once it's done, and another queen can take over for the whole process of creep spread. Put our drones. We have more drones coming again right now. Again, I already have more drones about to saturate the base, so it's not like this base is going to be undersaturated for very long at all. I just ripped drones off, and now suddenly within seconds, it's already fully saturated again. So I'm not sitting here with mineral inefficiencies for long periods of time at all. It's always mineral focused. Yeah, let's put this queen on this hatchery. Maybe do one more creep tumor, and then we'll do it. One more creep tumor. Okay. And now we can go into saturating this base with new drones. Let's start making drones. And put one more creep tumor like right there. With this queen, and now you go down to that hatchery, and now you're an injector for that base. Meanwhile, we can spread our creep, spread our creep, spread our creep. And that creep tumor is not going to spread for a while. Let's go ahead and make a hydrogen. We're making drones still for this base right here. Inject. Inject. Can't inject yet for that one. Let's go ahead and make a second Evo. Spawn some creep. Let's make another gas in the main base. Creep tumor. Spread. Creep tumor. Spread. 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 Extra queen. Come up here and spawn creep this way because it's kind of fogged out up there. Also spread some overlords around the minimap, like click one, go to the gap, 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 click one, go to the gap. Creep. Or inject, 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 and creep, creep, creep. Drone count currently at 65. Let's fix it. Go to 67 so I can make this, drop it back down to 66, and we're super happy. Grab 3 drones for this gas, get our upgrades for hydras, get 2-1 Evo chamber upgrades, make some overlords for supply block, which we're about to have really soon if we don't build them. And now let's go to 120 supply with hydras. Fix our gas here. 3 on gas, 3 on gas, inject, 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 mutation complete, start level 2, start making hydras, and make an overseer so that way we can start scouting our opponent's bases. Creep tumor, creep tumor, creep tumor, creep tumor, creep tumor, creep tumor. Another creep tumor over there. Another creep tumor going down this way on this right side or something. Bring a queen down here. Make some hydras. One more drone on that base. Fix the gas. Base is good. Inject the queen. Base is good. Inject the queen. Base is good. Inject the queen. When I say base is good, by the way, what am I doing? Gas. My eyeballs are going 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, 16 out of 16, 3, 3, 16. 3, 3, 16. That's what I'm doing with my eyeballs when I go base is good, base is good, base is good. I'm checking my economy and making sure I didn't fuck it up somehow. And then once I know it's good, I know it's good and I don't have to check it every time. I just need to check it the once, and now every time I look at it from now on, it'll just be, is there red patches? Is the number on the hatchery red at all? It'll stand out really easily as well once you start knowing that. Is it red or no? It's not. We're good. We don't need to worry about it. It's not inefficient yet. Okay, let's spawn another creep tumor over here, and then maybe have this queen go down here now and start making drones. Or making a larva. Meanwhile, I should make drones because we were at 120 supply a second ago, and we just made 1 round of drones to go all the way to 85 drones in total. Let's inject our hatcheries. Let's go ahead and make an infestation pit. And now let's go ahead and take a couple gases, and let's even take another base because this base is now fully saturated. So when our bases start to mine out, we definitely want to have another base to send drones to. Let's go ahead and spread some creep. Spread some creep. Spread some creep. Spread creep, spread some creep, spread some creep, 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 and creep. Let's grab our overseer, and let's drop a couple of changelings. 1 on the right, 1 on the left. And we're looking for where our opponent is and what composition he is using. Get a hive, grab drones off that are oversaturated, fix, go to the new base we just made. Fix this, send drones on gas, inject, 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 spread some creep, spread some creep, 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 The goal with creep as well is I'm getting a creep tumor going in every pathway. I want to make sure every time I have a creep tumor, like another one's within a radius of it about that far, so I can make sure that there's always like creep being spread amongst each other, and I'm not having like these open spaces of no creep. And if there's an open space, get a queen to fill it in every time. And eventually you'll find yourself with like 20 tumors or like 15 tumors spreading in a row. Okay, it looks like our opponent's going air, right? Our opponent's going for some fat air army. So now what do? I'm just going to go Hydras, guys. I don't need to make roaches anymore. We max out at 909. We're going Hydras. Now let's go ahead and do this one final thing. Spore, spine, spine. Spore, spine, spine. Spore, spine, spine. What if this guy goes DTs with this? I don't fucking know, right? It's possible. Spore, spine, spine. And spore, spine, spine. Now take my drones, hold down, drone key again, and back up to 85. Now let's go attack him. Fixed. Now all our bases are safe versus DTs, or some bullshit like that. Go ahead and spread some creep while my army is going to his base. And with my Overseer scouts, my Changeling scouts, I've confirmed he's only on 2 bases. So what am I going to do? I'm going to give myself a big fat concave on the main base. On the natural, that is. So here's what I can do. I can go like this. Well, this base is just insta-dead. I can click there with all my army, right-click back once right there, split my army in 2 halves. Now I'm in 2 different areas. A move this. What is going on here? I don't get this. A move there, shift, A move there. Okay, now shift inject my bases. Shift inject my bases with rapid fire. Rapid fire. Rapid fire. Boom. Spread some creep again. Spread creep. Spread creep. Spread creep. 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 And creep. Drones. Good. Bases need to expand again because we're getting fully saturated. So let's go ahead and go like this. Grab some drones. Go spine, spore, or sorry, hatch, spore, spine, spine. Now, how many drones did I just use there? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right click this area again. Let's take 2 gases. How many drones did I use for that? 2, 1, 2. Click. Awesome. Let's make a round of Hydras again. Let's make some upgrades for 3, 3. Don't forget our lurker den. What if this is a base trade and we need to use lurkers? We can spread creep again. Creep. 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 I can rapid fire injects again. Rapid fire. Rapid fire. Rapid fire. Rapid fire. If you don't know how to rapid fire, again, I made a YouTube video for it right before this Platinum 3 video. And it's all races have the same video. It shows you how to like macro. And like right there, realistically, did I really need a rapid fire if I only have 2 injects worth of energy on my queen? Not necessarily. I could literally just go V click click, V click click, V click click, V click click, and it'll be just as good. You know, it's just as fast. We're not worried about always doing the exact same method per se. We're worried about not wasting time. That's what we're really worried about. How do we utilize our time the best? That's what we really care about. Select our army. Let's attack, move the back of his base again because some of our units are kind of stupid here. So we'll do it again. And also we have more units waiting to fight now down here. And we might as well. Let's go ahead and spread our creep again. Creep. 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 And creep. And creep. Now look at our creep, guys. We are controlling like 80% of this map right now with creep. This is monstrous creep. And look at this too. What do we start doing as well? We have Overlord. We don't have one here, unfortunately, but we have an Overlord in the gap. Overlord in the gap. Overlord near the gap. We kind of misplaced that one. Overlord's in the gap. Overlord near a gap. Overlord near a gap. There's no Overlord. Like, we could just put Overlords in the gaps, and we have basically the equivalent of, like, map hack. We see everything. So, like, putting Overlords in the gaps now is also kind of nice. Otherwise, we have a bunch of Overlords sitting in a powwow in the back of our base that do nothing anyways. It's kind of nice having them in gaps. It makes it nice and easy to scout shit. Okay, so let's go back and let's watch, right? Let's watch the efficiency of this game. The fact that this guy was on 2 bases the entire time, I can already tell I was going to crush his ass. Because it's, how the hell is a guy on 2 bases going to ever beat a guy on 5? It doesn't work like that. Look at the mineral line, right? Look at that mineral line. Mineral line sucks. So inefficient on that mineral line. And he has nowhere to send him to because he doesn't have a 3rd. So our changeling scouted this, and we saw no bases. And then we saw voids. So I already knew this is going to be the case where we're maxed out and he's like half my supply or less than half my supply. This is where, again, like it's like the replay analysis I just did right before this, right? What are we gonna, like? Are we worried about having supply equal to this guy and focus firing Void Rays? No, we're worried about putting ourselves in a situation where I can have this much supply versus that, and I can legit A-move him and he just dies.
Get coins at rally.io.
Yo, Soupcatcher, thanks for getting some Vibu coins, dude. Much love, man. Appreciate you. And here comes the fight. This is what the fight looks like. It's going to be a very one-sided fight, guys. His Void Rays are going to fly in and insta-die. So he's engaging the side of my Hydras. It's all good. And now a lot of my Hydras are concaving around them with aggro. The Hydras themselves are aggroing and concaving the Void Ray. I am not telling them to do that. And now all the Voids are dead. And I lost, I think, like 6 Hydras. What's with all these cannons and batteries in the back? You know what I honestly think? I bet this guy probably plays a lot of players that are like a Terran player who goes for like Doom drops. Or he goes for a battlecruiser. Or another Protoss player flies Void Rays in the back of the base. That's what I bet probably happened. Which is why he probably was like, fuck air units. Fuck drops. I'm not letting that happen again. I'm going to make cannons and stop them. Again, it's whatever. It's inefficient as hell. And he'd be better off if he just had a lot more units than random buildings. But yeah, you guys get the point. Like, there's no way this guy would ever have a chance based on how we macroed there, unfortunately for him. It's just too much Zerg. Hey. Hey. All right, next game. All right, we got another game coming up here. It's Butters. Butters. It's a ZVZ, guys. We might get all in by a bunch of fucking wings again or something. Every Zerg like somehow likes to do this. Or that's also Submarine, which is the most all-in map in the entire map pool because it's so small. This is any map that's tiny is more likely going to be good for all-ins because units get across the map faster, which means you die faster versus all-ins if you're making workers. So that's the concept. So if he does all-in us, this will be one of the hardest maps we could defend it on. But am I afraid? I don't give a shit. You know why? Because I believe in the power of macro. I'm like a religious fanatic with macro. When I have micro demons eating my legs, I'm just going to hold my macro across and believe. And then I know I'm going to persevere through the situation. I just know it. We're making a macro cult. Stack patches, get our natural. Macro beats all. Obviously, micro multitasking beats everything later on, but micro by itself doesn't beat anything. If you have someone who knows how to micro and someone who knows how to macro, and that's it, macro beats micro, but multitasking beats everything. That's really what the game comes down to. So let's go ahead and build a pool. Now they're at 18. Let's fix drone saturation. We have only 1 drone on the bottom patch. Or no, just kidding. Now we have 2 on everything. We're actually good on everything. Let's go ahead and build ourselves a gas. I'm looking at the minimap right now. Let's see. Is there shit coming at my base right now? Is there? I don't know.
Church of Macro.
Thank you for the bits, Chogler. Saturate my gases properly, or my gas singular properly. Start making drones. I don't see any units attacking me. Let's fix my economy to be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Every patch now has 2. It was 3 on the bottom patch and only 1 in the middle. Oh, now he's attacking me, right? Now there's his hatchery, but it's a little late. So this is a later attack than normal, but it is attacking me. So again, this right here is a judgment call. And I would say, just for the sake of let's pretend we didn't see that, I'll make drones. Let's see what it looks like if I were to just make drones and not realize he just made some links. Let's see what it would look like. Also, move my overlord back so it doesn't die to a queen. Okay, he's attacking me, right? So I can go like this. Hey, drones, go back to the main. Hey, drones, go back to the main. Inject. Inject. Take the excess and attack forward back to that. So we've had a lot of excess drones on the main base, and now he's running away, so just go back to my base. And we're good to go. So we just took the excess drones, really. I actually took 2 more than excess, but it's fine. It's okay. Now I have 2 more drones coming back to it, and it's all good. Now let's take a moment to go like this. Really quickly, go like this. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Fix our economy, right? Fix that patch, and grab the other patch with 3. Fix that patch, and now suddenly we have 2 per patch. We just fixed all our patches, which is really nice. Let's take a couple of whatever they're called. Okay, we're getting all in, right? So now it looks like we're gonna die. It looks like we're probably gonna die. It's okay. Now we want to start making lings because this guy's super all in. Let's actually go ahead and cancel our layer. Let's start making queens again, and let's start making lings again. This guy's super all in right now.
Require more minerals.
Yeah, ZVZ players like all in every game. The way we could have beaten this as well is if we would have walled off our natural faster, realistically. Or if we would have made a spine. Again, spines are good versus aggression, right? We say it all the time. Okay, so let's try and re-expand. And now let's go ahead and just make a spine because this guy's being aggressive. We're probably dead though, guys. Let's just be real here. I'm probably just going to die. I'm too far behind at this point. And we're also not microing. And the only way you're going to get out of a situation like this, honestly, is with some micro multitasking. So we can send our lings back into our main, try to get some of them back into the main base. And we can try to retake our natural, but it's going to be a bit brutal, right? Okay, he's attacking us, so let's go ahead and attack towards him. Spine color's almost done, but it's not going to be done in time, and it looks like we're probably just going to die right now. Okay, and yeah, no, we're definitely going to die. Right, we can aim move our drones, and we're super dead. Okay, GG! So what could we have done here differently? What we could have done is, seeing that the Zerg player is making lings super fast, what we could do is we could deviate what we normally do a little bit. And what that means is well, the first things first is if we see our opponent making lings early, which means he prioritized. Or like, for instance, remember how last game I said because the Protoss took a late natural, it meant that, okay, well, even though he has a natural, we're still going to make the spine just in case. If you remember, that's what we just said about the Protoss we just played against. And now this game, again, it's a judgment call. This game, we were like, okay, this time, let's just make drones, and let's also make no spine, and play super greedy against someone who has a natural that's not done yet when ours is already done, which means it's clearly not hatchery first. The fact that his is not done and lings are out, and I can't even make lings, or I couldn't have made lings that fast, means that he went pool before hatch. So what that meant for us was, again, it's a judgment call of do we want to make a spine or not make a spine. And we chose not to make a spine this game. Obviously, it fucked us. So in the future, we should probably make a spine every time we see this just to be safer. Because, again, we're not relying on micro at all right now. And then on top of that, another thing we could have done is we could have made 2 queens go to either to the ramp here to... we could have made 2 queens to go to the ramp here to, you know, block the ramp. Or, because another thing we could have done is we could have had, if the creep got here fast enough, we could have built a wall here, which could have been like a roach warren and double evos that we could have stuck the queen into to fill in the gap. And to, you know, make it to where the Ling Flood can't properly, you know, flood us over. With 2 spines being an overreaction to this, yes. I have never once in the entire series said make multiple spines. I've never once said that. Do not make multiple spines no matter what's happening in the early game. All right, okay, there's one exception. There is one exception. When you're getting cannon rushed or like static D rushed, yeah, if you want to make multiple spines there, that's okay. But if it's like a unit attack,
officer,
no.
This man right here.
Don't make multiple
I saw
spines.
him handing out drones at the street corner.
Yo, thank you for the 11-month resub, Parleg. Thank you, dude. But yeah. So, Spine Crawler would have helped a lot here. And then just making lings and a spine would have been fine until we could have walled it off. I would say this overall this would be the best defense. Make one spine and make some lings. And if our opponent attacks us, we can always make more. But as soon as we have creep to the wall here, we make roach evo, wall it off with the queen in the doorway, move the spine forward to protect the queen in the doorway, and then we can fill in an evo behind the queen if he all-ins us, and then suddenly we're back into that situation where we can wall off, fill in the gap in the wall, and make roaches. And we just win easy peasy. But again, this guy did a one base, like it was pretty much a one base all in because he made it pool before hatch and made mass fucking ling the entire time from there. So I hope that makes sense. And all I can say as well to some of the people in Twitch chat that are saying, I can't believe Vibe actually lost. Oh, how little you know about StarCraft, my friend. Yeah, I actually lost. That was me playing at my tournament level right there. That guy was good. This guy's clearly a smurf. This could be like Cyril, guys. What's up, Gecko? What's up, man? How you doing? Okay, another ZVZ. So maybe we get all in again. Let's see. Maybe we get all in again. Let's see. Stack close patches. Is it time to retire, Vibe? Yeah, I'm so bad at StarCraft now. I actually can't get out of Platinum anymore. This is rough. It's funny because some of the people that said that say that shit, I honestly think that some of them might actually be serious. And I'm just like, are you fucking joking? Oh my god. And no, guys, I don't actually think I played a Smurf just now. Oh boy. This is that moment in the stream where I gotta mentally prepare myself for a barrage of exhaustion. Because people misinterpret the point of the series. Yeah. Vibe, why don't you split drones at the beginning of the game? You should. Why don't I do it? If you notice, go back and watch the VOD. I literally clicked and I misclicked, so I didn't split. You gotta realize, I am playing this game intentionally slow as fuck to make this as real as possible, guys. So Vibe, why are you not doing everything perfect? Because you're not gonna fucking do it perfect either. Guys, wait, newsflash, this is fucking Platinum League. Okay, let's go ahead and saturate our base, our gas. Okay, our opponent has a natural at the same time we do, so we're all good. Saturate 3 per patch. Fix that patch. 2, 3, fix that, send it somewhere else. Go down to the bottom patch. Now there's only 1 on that one. Now there's 2. So now there's 2 everywhere. Sick. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Again, you get to a point eventually where you can just eyeball it and you can see it. Nice. Nice. This guy's watching me while we play the game. Fuck yeah. Let's go. I ain't scared. Yeah, let's make our queens. Everyone who's platinum and below just got offended. Get offended. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna pamper your ass. You came here to learn. You didn't come here for me to give you a golden star for trying. I mean, if you try, that's awesome, right? I'm glad that you try. Definitely keep trying. It's a good mindset. But I'm not going to say, oh, Platinum, guys, is super good. You guys are already like the cream of the crop in StarCraft. We live in an age where people get fucking participation awards all the time, way too much, and it's bad mindset. Okay, we didn't make our roach one. We didn't make our roach one. We kind of forgot that. Let's make our roach one and let's make our Evo. Let's go ahead and honestly, because we fucked up our Roachworn, if this ever happens to you and you're like, whoops, Roachworn's a bit late and my larva's sitting there, don't let it sit there. Just start making drones. This is when you want to take a risk, okay? Take a risk. Just make drones, and then when your Roachworn's done, then make safety roaches. Do not sit there with like 14 larvae doing nothing with it, because it's fucking horrible to do that. It means you're not generating larvae anymore, and it's really bad. You're wasting larvae at that point. Okay, so now the Roachworn's done. Now we make roaches. We make roach speed. We get +1 weapons. And now we make drones. Okay. But yeah, no, I'm super proud of you guys who all use this series to get better at the game and shit like that. I'm super proud of you. And I know it probably sounds like I'm being a bit blunt and almost like an asshole, but I think it's also because like this series this time around, I don't know, I'm getting exhausted mentally. Like, I know it's mostly troll, but having to explain the concept of throttling gameplay to make guide already is annoying. So that concept of having to explain that again annoyed me a little bit, and I gave you guys more of a dick answer for people who are like, everyone in Platinum just got offended. Because I just got annoyed because everyone's like, did Vibe actually lose the Platinum League? I'm like, if you think so. If you think so. It's on you, I guess.
Metamorphosis complete.
Okay. So let's go ahead and make some overlords. Chromathrow, thank you very much for the tier 1. Much love, dude. Okay. Let's go ahead and make hydras now. Let's make a overseer so we can scout.
Mutations complete.
All right. Okay. Now we have the ideal unit count. Now we're making drones to 85 on our 4th base. Where's our overseer at? Let's make a changeling go to the right side. We'll just pick again. It doesn't matter. We'll just go right this time. Who gives a shit? Let's take our gases here because we have a bunch of drones on their way. We're currently fully saturated on this base when all those drones pop. So let's make another base. And we're maintaining 85 drones. Meanwhile, we can go back. We can spawn our creep.
We must place that on
Creep.
creep.
Creep. Creep.
We must
And creep. And do another creep like right here. Inject their hatcheries. Make a bunch of hydras. We see one roach right there. I don't know if that's an indicator that he's going to go for ground, but you know, we don't know yet really. What's there? Okay, hydras. So yeah, it's ground. It's ground. So now it's roaches and hydras. It's like us.
Yeah.
So now what we can do is we can start going into roaches and hydras as well. We can do 2/3 hydra, 1/3 roach. So let's make another round of roaches. I'm turning Twitch off. All right. Thanks, Grimfaith. Much love, dude. No worries. And now we'll go ahead and make roaches again. Backspace, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Appreciate you, dude. And we're waiting for our last bit of larva to spawn here to finally hit that max. And again, our goal, our quota of like, if you're maxing it this time, you're doing a good job of 9 minutes. We're definitely doing a great job here. We're at 840, and we're just about there, and we maxed out at 843. So we beat the quota by a little bit. That feels great, right? If you can do that, you're definitely doing a fucking good job. Keep doing that. You get a Vibu Gold Star if you're beating my max timers that I offer you. It means you're doing a really good job macroing. Because again, I'm not macroing at the epitome of what you can do. It's definitely, you can improve on it. It's supposed to be a realistic goal, but it's definitely still good. But yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up the attack on the right side. Thank you for the bits. Oh wow, thank you, dude. Let's go to the right side to attack. Spread some creep in the process. Creep, creep, and we're good. Let's get a lurker in case this turns into a base trade. Inject like one more time. Good stuff. Let's take our queen and inject our last base. Now let's take our army and go like this. Half go there. Green box, half go here. Okay, we're split. We're spread. We have a nice concave. Let's go ahead and A move. Shift A move. Shift A move. Grab the overseer. Follow a hydra. Now go back to my bases. And we can start making roaches. And we can start making hydras. Boom. 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 We can spread spawn our larvae on all of our bases, and it looks like we're gonna have some larvae to spare. So let's go ahead and do this thing again, right? Spore, spine. Let's play it safe, just in case. What if this guy runs 2 lurkers randomly to 2 different bases, and I don't know what's happening, right? Because I'm like, I'm hopefully not microing, but I'm paying a lot of attention to my army or like other things, and I'm like, oh god, this is annoying. Lurkers are everywhere. So I just made a bunch of buildings, and I can just remake a bunch of drones. And suddenly, I'm already back up to the good drone count. Immediately, like super fast redroned.
21. What?
Yo, thank you very much for the sub, Yellow Bee. Much love. Now I can remake my army of hydras and roaches once again. Let's go ahead and start 3/3 upgrades. Let's get lurker upgrades in case we need them. Inject, inject, inject. Let's saturate our gases at this base properly. There we go. Every base is looking good. This base was just taken. Let's go ahead and spread my creep some more. And let's use our changelings out of our overseers we just made to once again, where are you? There you are. Drop 2 changelings. 1 go left. 1 go right.
Been a minute. Best to you.
Thank you very much, Starfit. But I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you. My best to you as well. Hell yeah. Appreciate the support, dude. Let's go ahead and spread some creep. 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 Creep, 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 creep. Inject some bases. Inject some bases. Inject some bases. Make 3 more drones because... Actually, no. We're good on drones. Okay, let's go ahead and move over some drones from this base to this base instead, because this base is losing patches. This base is good again. Inject, 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 and inject up here with rapid fire. Now we see on the top left, there's some bases up there. We also see that's where his army is. So let's go ahead now, get my army grouped up in top left. Spread some creep while we're waiting for it to get there. Okay, now let's go ahead and just A move. There's not really a lot of... Okay, no, he's here. He's here. He's here. Okay, so let's back up. Let's just do this. He's here. Let's go this. Let's do this. Back up. Send my army like in 2 different waves. Like 2 different areas. And let's go like this. Let's hit this first. That second. That third. Grab my overseers. Go back to my units. And the reason why I'm going to hit these bases first is because this base doesn't have multiple entrances, guys. So I can't really use the technique. If I wanted to go there, I still could go there. It's okay. But I wanted to have a nice concave, so I made the attack go to the other base, which had multiple entrances to it. It's okay, either way. It's all good. We just made a choice because of where his army was located. And we scouted it before we took the fight. Okay, so we're already remaxed again on Roach Hydra. Keep spreading creep. 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 Let's make a couple new overseers. Inject. Inject. Okay, this base needs to be fixed. Grab some drones off. Go to this base. Inject. And then we can inject this base too. And look, he's attacking us now. Let's grab my army. And we can go ahead and we can either attack this straight up Or we can grab some of our army and go like this. Right click up here, and then shift A move this area. Don't tell our queen to do it. They'll have our queen come back down. So whole army now is attacking this area, right? But now it's coming from a better concave. How many drones are we at? We're losing drones. So let's remake some drones. We're back up to the 85 range. We're good again. And now let's go back and make more hydras again. And now we can take our army once again, and we can get ready to move out. We are maxed out again. So now let's just do it this way this time. A move here, A move there, A move there, A move there. Go back, eject my bases, and we're good to go. We could also have attacked middle right, because notice on the minimap there's an expansion that's brand new in middle right. That would also have been fine. Send one more drone away from the space because it's oversaturated to this base or something. It's also, maybe just take another base. How many drones are we at? 83. We need to make a couple more. Okay. Go back to injecting. Go back to injecting. Go back to injecting. And our queen died here, so we probably should make another queen so we can... Oh, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. I'm just joking. It's right there. I just didn't see it. Let's make a couple spines here, because again, we want to recover this base properly. Let's also maybe grab 3 drones here and go spore, spine, spine. Saturate these gases properly. Okay, and now, how many drones are we at now? We're about to be at 80, because we're about to lose 3 more there, and we're already at 83, so let's make like 5 more drones. Much love, duder. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Grim Faith. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you, man. And look. Let's see supplies, right? Like, this guy didn't die. He did not die on the first attack. And if you don't die on the first attack, if you're not a wet noodle with your macro, it means you actually are macroing to a degree that at least is enough to survive the first few attacks, which is fucking super nice. It means you're starting to develop endurance as a player. So Grim Faith, good shit, man. Good shit, dude. We're very close in drones. We're very close in supply. He's doing a really good job keeping up in every way, honestly. He's doing a really good job. He's mostly keeping up with us. One thing that he didn't do, though, is he kind of stopped droning like 10 drones early, and he never really made any more. So that is something that you can definitely have a problem with. Vibe, do you think you can beat Alpha Star? I think I did beat Alpha Star in ladder one time. I'm not 100% on that of surety, but I'm pretty sure I fought Alpha Star on a Korean ladder one time, and I'm pretty sure I beat it one time. You have to realize Alpha Star also wasn't like its peak performance the entire time. It was like learning as well while it was playing. And sometimes Alpha Star does some stupid shit. And you're just like, what the fuck? The way it played against like TLO and Mana isn't necessarily... It always plays exactly that efficiency. But yeah, I have a lot of... Guys, I have a lot of experience at this game. I've played a lot of StarCraft.
That was funny. Turned your stream on, and was like, wait, WTF, he's talking about the same things I'm doing. Look. Oh shit, hello L vibe.
Yo, thank you very much, Grim Faith, for the 2, and hell yeah, dude. Much love. Okay, so now look at us, right? We take the fight. Look at our opponent, guys. Formidable. He's maxed out when we're maxed out right around 9 minutes. That's formidable right there. This is, again, if you can't do something like this, you will get crushed by people who can. So notice what happens here. I don't fucking kill him right here. But look at this though. Look at the concave, right? Now here's a new thing we've been talking about in Platinum League. I go for a pre-split micro, pre-split fight situation. I don't actually micro during the fight. I just do a pre-split before the fight starts, and I know where he is because I scouted him with changelings. And because of this, I have some of my army on the right, I have some of my army on the left, and what it does is it gives me a way better concave. So look at that. We end up taking the fight in a very nice way. Our army was very nicely organized because all we did was went half this way, half that way to go in 2 different choke points. A lot more of our units got to take a fight. Nice concave. Now our opponent macros up a new army and he recovers and he actually fights us again. And the second army for our opponent actually kills our army right here. And he ends up, you know, deleting my army and he almost evens up the supply. But the problem though, if this happens, is when you lose momentum like that, you lose the game more or less because now I have the supply lead. And I'm going to keep it because I have more drones. I also have more money in the bank so I can remax faster. And I also have, not only do I have the lead still, but I also have the lead while taking static defense at every base. Which means even if this guy, who has no static D at any base, even if he decides to start doing shit to try and get himself back in the game, like for instance, take 3 roaches, go down to this mineral line. Take 3 more roaches, go down to that mineral line. Take 3 more roaches, go to this mineral line. He just sends like 12 roaches at a bunch of different bases and tries to kill drones and queens, which they totally could do if I didn't have any units there, or spines. That could somehow get him back in the game, and then maybe he makes lurkers to make up the difference of army value. Where like, let's say his army value is like 20 supply less or like 30 supply less, but he has like 8 lurkers in the fight. So 8 lurkers are worth way more value than just straight up Arch Hydra. Things like that are how people can get back in the game if they actually have crazy good micro. So doing this allows us to keep ourselves safe and not get fucked by people who have the ability to do that. It makes the game less chaotic. It's also for the sake of the fact that if you're not super great at multitasking, if you get attacked in like 3 different locations and there's a big main army happening at the same time, at least now Static D will cover your ass for the little weird fights. Like little weird skirmishes in your mineral lines. And now our opponent and I max out again at the same time. He actually managed to recover a new army in the time there. And we back off and we go, okay, let's do a pre-split fight setup. Because we know his army's in this area, let's just go ahead and attack this base because this base has multiple entrances, whereas this base only has 1. And if I go here, the only thing that would make sense logically if you went here would be if you ran up the ramp and you used a concave right here on the top of the ramp versus a convex. That would make sense, but again, that requires micro. So if we're not microing, if I just A-moved his base, my army would get stuck in the doorway here, and then he would come concave me in the back, and I would lose my army. It would be bad. So I just decided because his army's in the area, I chose this base first as a priority. Because he's here, and I wanted to take a fight here like this. Again, you could do this first if you want to just do it that way. It's fine. I'm just trying to teach you guys strategy, like intelligent ways to start thinking about the game, right? We're starting to think about how to take a fight. We're not trying to only go base, 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 base. We're trying to go, okay, if his army's in the area, what would be a good way to set something up? And with no multitasking, getting a pre-split would be a great way to do that. Because look what happens here. We get a bunch of his units aggroed on this side. My concave on the south side got demoralized. It got destroyed. But what happened is a lot more of his army dealt with this army. So there was a bigger split. Like I would say like 70% of his army killed my 50% here. But now look at my other army over here. It's so thin on this side for the other Zerg player that a lot of my units are also killing the hatchery. And also still winning the concave. So we actually killed a lot of drones. We killed a hatchery. We just did a humongous dent once again into his economy. And now my opponent, again, cannot keep up with us. And we're going to keep having the situation where we can max out faster and faster and faster. It's hard for him to keep up with us when we're playing like this. As you can see. Like, we're maxed out. He's trying. He's spending all of his money, but he can't max. Because his economy is falling behind. And now our opponent attacks us. Try to return the favor to us. And what do? We A-move the area, and we grab a chunk of our army, and we go right-click here. And then we can, like, shift A-move or something, or just get our army over here, then A-move. So some of our army comes from the top side. So when this fight happens, we get a bigger concave. Again, it's setting up the fight. It's no micro during the fight. It's just setting up a fight. And now finally we just did the A move shit. It's all good. See how my aim range is really stupid though? Look how my units are super stupid in the back. Or actually some of them are squeezing through the sides. But yeah. And now at this point it's the game over just because there's no economy anymore for him, so he's super dead. He doesn't have enough money to keep up with us at this point. Nice. 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 Nice, dude. Nice. Nice. Another Zerg. A diamond Zerg player. Lots of Zergs, dude. Good God. Okay. Never mind. Okay. So yeah, no. What happened was that we're actually above the promo now. We're in the next league. This is actually now Platinum 2. And what happened is that the ladder is now locked for StarCraft for 1 week. So for 1 week, I can't get promoted again. There's always a problem. So our MMR has passed the threshold. The threshold for it was 2893, and we're at 2898. So we're 5 MMR above the threshold, which means, guys, guess what? You know what that means? Guys, you know what that fucking means? It means that we got promoted. Oh my God. And guess what that means? It means that we're going to celebrate like this. Oh. Oh. Oh my God, dude. Platinum 2. We did it. I never thought this day would come. I thought I was going to be stuck in Platinum 3 forever. Or at least that's what everyone in chat was saying when I lost to that guy in a fucking speedling all-in. Fucking chat, dude. Sorry, you guys. I know you guys. I feel like there's whenever people do that, most people know, and they're just doing it to troll. But I always think there's like a couple people that believe it, and I'm always just like, guys, no, I'm not losing to platinum players for real. Okay, I'm not fucking struggling in platinum. For the love of God. If you actually believe that, you don't know much about StarCraft. But hell yeah, guys, much love. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next Platinum 2 video. Hell yeah.
Vibe, let me play you. I am Plat 3 Terran. I got a build for you. I can use my channel points, lol.
Nice. More. Thank you for the bits, more. We'll talk about it. Thank you very much, dude. Also, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great night, guys. Have a great day. I will see you guys. I will see you guys in the Platinum 2 League. So good luck. Don't give up hope. Okay, I know I'm hard on you guys. Okay, chat. I know, stream and also YouTube people. I know I give you this no pamper attitude where I'm like, you're like, Vibe, but bro, it's hard in Platinum. And tell me I'm doing a good job, and I'm like, no, fucking get better. And you're like, God, I thought I was doing good, and he said I need to get better. Toughen up, okay? Players and masters aren't going to pamper your ass. Neither will I. Just keep pushing forward. You're doing great. I believe in you. Just know I believe in you, okay? I do believe in you. And when you get to that final promotion you're looking for of whatever league that is your final goal, trust me, it'll feel that much better once you make it there, rather than settling for what you're currently at right now. So much love, guys. I will see you in Platinum 2. Yeah, like I said before. And I'll see you then. Until then, good luck. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.